Antes de empezar reviso aquí. Y ajá. Y aquí chequeo, check. Ahí está. Estamos aquí, gente. Muy buenas, gente. ¿Cómo están hoy? Sean bienvenidos después de mucho tiempo al último CPT de este 2023 que cubre la última región de Europa, que es nada menos que la región de UK&Ireland. Luego de Francia, España, Portugal, posiblemente la de UK&Ireland es una de las segundas regiones más difíciles de Europa y posiblemente top 5 en el mundo. Obviamente la región más difícil para clasificar en Capcom Cup es Japón. Lo de Japón es US, Canadá, East. Luego de esa viene Francia, España, Portugal. Tras ello la número 4 sería UK&Ireland y la número 5 sería China. Pero en fin, después de mucho tiempo estamos con esta última región que es UK&Ireland top 16 del CPT. Vamos a revisar primero el bracket de lo que se viene hoy en los matches. Y aquí está. Por el lado de winners tenemos a Ending Walker contra Rainpro, que esto va a ser Ryu, Ken, DJ versus Guile. Rainpro originalmente no es de UK, es originalmente de Hong Kong, pero ha venido de intercambio a UK. Obviamente es como Zen, que Zen es de China y él participó en el CPT y el World Warrior de Canadá. No, el de Canadá East aún no es, pero participó en el World Warrior de Canadá East. Y él es originalmente de China, pero iba a participar por el lado de Canadá. Y Rainpro en este caso estaba participando en el World Warrior de China porque no podía participar en el CPT de, bueno, en el World Warrior de UK&Ireland, pero le aprobaron poder participar en el CPT de UK&Ireland y justamente él llegó al por el lado de winners y se va a enfrentar contra Ending Walker, como pueden ver. Luego tenemos Mystic Smash contra Shakz, que esto va a ser DJ versus Kami, ya que Shakz creo que usa Kami o Luke. Me parece que creo que Ships usa Luke, pero sé que Mystic va a usar DJ. Y obviamente esto de acá, Walker y Mystic son miembros del equipo de Problem, o sea, Mouse Esports. Son miembros de Mouse. Lo mismo que Broski, que es el que sigue, que es Broski contra Musclenoob. Que eso va a ser AKI&JP versus Ken. Y por último tenemos a Lexx contra The Four Fields. Lexx tiene un mismo caso que Rainpro y Zen. Él es en realidad originario de Estados Unidos, pero le permitieron participar en el CPT de UK&Ireland, o el World Warriors de UK&Ireland, y también en el CPT, que es de hoy. Y va a estar por el lado de Winners contra The Four Fields, que va a ser Guile versus JP. Ya que Four Fields le gustan los personajes que usan bastones. Por ejemplo, Falke en el 5 y ahora JP en el 6. Luego, acá es un poquito difícil por el lado de luces porque no tengo suficiente información de algunos de los jugadores. Pero sé de algunos, que es Pingutaro contra Vegachamp. Sé que Pingutaro va a usar JP, pero no sé que usa Vegachamp. También son de UK ambos. Luego Launch contra Suleymon, que me parece ser que fue Launch el que eliminó a Problemex. Mystic lo envió a Losers y Launch lo eliminó después. Contra Suleymon. Suleymon sé que va a usar Kimberly, pero no sé que va a usar Launch. Luego Arismania contra Joker Jokes. Joker Jokes es del equipo Guile, el mismo equipo que representa el Suleymon, el Takamura y el Vegachamp. Contra Arismania, que no tengo información de ambos, no sé qué usa Joker y tampoco Aris. Luego, y por último, Shakz contra Mopulapo. Creo que Shakz va a usar Luke, aunque él también tiene una Manon contra Mopulapo que no sé qué va a usar. Que no sé si va a usar Ken o va a usar JP, no lo sé. Es todo lo que tenemos. De estos 16 players que llegaron a este top 16 que va a ser on stream, solo 8 pasarán para el domingo. Además de eso, hoy fue el penúltimo, bueno, el último World Warrior 2023, ya que desgraciadamente el World Warrior de UK&Ireland, las finales van a ser el 7 de enero de 2024. O sea, justamente en medio del top 8 del CPT de Japón. Que, aviso, ese CPT está super stacked. Ya ha llegado a más de 800 players clasificados. Bueno, 800 players registrados. Y ni siquiera es aún la fecha de cierre del registro. O sea, el CPT Japan va a ser una puñetera locura. Con más de 800 players registrados. Uf, eso va a ser insano. Va a ser una insanidad. Va a ser una insanidad ese CPT de Japan. Luego de ese viene el CPT de US, Canada, East. Y por último, el último CPT del 2024, o sea, de enero 2024, que es el CPT de Midwest. Tras eso viene el LCQ y tras eso la Capcom Cup, que posiblemente en el correr de enero o febrero van a liberar el teaser del ED y no, posiblemente tal vez lo que queda ahora de diciembre van a liberar el teaser del ED y luego el tráiler del ED con su fecha de liberación va a ser en enero. Pero les puedo mostrar esto, cómo va el registro del CPT Japan, que va a ser obviamente el 6 de enero, ya que iba a ser originario para la segunda semana de diciembre, pero por problemas de la conexión tras el update del, de los trajes 3, se tuvo que cancelar y se tuvo que pasar ahora para el 6 de enero. Acá pueden ver 801 jugadores registrados y aún está abierto esto. Posiblemente antes del 6 de enero creo que posiblemente podría llegar a 820, 825 players registrados, haciendo este el CPT con más número de jugadores registrados en Street Fighter 6. Aunque de por sí ya los CPT, los World Warriors de Japón estaban estaqueados. El primero 628, el segundo 634, el tercero creo que 500 y algo, el número 4 fueron 345, 360 y el último fueron otra vez 500, creo que unos 525, 530. O sea que este CPT de Japón va a ser el más importante para ver, pero desgraciadamente va a ser de madrugada, un horario que no lo podré ver, así que lo tendré que ver eh, en matches only, solo ver los matches únicamente y viendo a ver las conversaciones que van a hacer cada uno, de quienes llegarán al top 16 y luego a los del top 8 y quién será el tercer clasificado por Japón, ya que el primer clasificado para Japón fue Gachikun, que ganó el offline de Singapur. El segundo fue Fudo, que ganó el World Warrior de Japón de forma dominante, y acá va a salir el tercero. O sea que van a ser tres japoneses. Y hasta ahora ya hay dos chinos clasificados. El primero fue DCQ, que ganó el CPT de China. Y el segundo hoy fue Disper King, a.k.a. Long Su, con Yuri, que le ganó a Xiaohai y a PX Bao, que eran dos de los cuatro jugadores más dominantes de China. Los dominantes de China en Street Fighter V eran DCQ, BX Bao y Zen. Ellos tres eran los más dominantes. Ahora en Street Fighter 6 parece que han entrado dos nuevos competidores. Están DCQ, BX Bao, Xiaohai, Longsu y Ling Ling, que usa blanca. No, era Liang Ling, que usa blanca, que se llegó al cuarto puesto en el World Warrior Finals de China. Pero bueno, suficiente conversación. Se viene la pelea. Eh, mm, Momento que ya vuelvo. Ok, ya estoy aquí. Esto fue la gran final del CPT de France, Spain, Portugal, que lo ganó el señor Crimson. Bueno, sadly, no Manon. O sea, Chips. Chips drop Manon. Ah. Muerto. Ah. Bueno. Y you. Ah. Ah. Ahí. Ah. Esto fue un 3-0 que le metió Lionheart a Crimson en la Grand Finals primer round. Y luego en el segundo fue victoria total del Crimson, que le devolvió lo mismo que le hizo en Winners Finals. Crimson no se esperó esto, lo estaba haciendo Lionheart. Lo mata. Esto fue un 3-0 reset.
Defensive choices were made by Mr. Crimson. I don't know. I will say the first jump was lucky, the second jump was scripted. Yes. No. I've seen him play Luke.
But what happened? You do well for the reset, but in the reset, something happened.
To get knocked off with the Dawson, nevertheless, is that must be. He must have had this idea from when he was waiting. Because he said, like, that was a 3-1, but that must have been a close 3-1. I don't want to, like, bank on that again. And he might be very unfamiliar with his Luke style here.
Bueno, no problem. No problem in top 16. O sea, lost to Mystic and launch. O sea, lost to Mystic and launch. Ah.
Nice sweep on it. Yeah, he's there for a while, the Ritz. Backs away at the moment here. Dry rush counter from the light. I'm not sure if that was a legit freight trap there from the light conversion, but double dash misses his grab with the ultimate too early there. Roundhouse is away with malicious intent. Dude, Lionheart is playing.
I am fired. I am fired.
So despite all of that, and honestly, he has played great. He's stuck now. No, not the thing is, one little series is putting in here too. But what I like about it, because and he's going to take the round with a level 3. Yes, he will do so, and he's going to put him at reset point here. So because Luke isn't his main, he's not going. He's going to be more patient in because it's not Dawson.
You are fired.
I understand. So because it's not the character, I'm not saying he doesn't know what to do with Luke. He's just going to be a bit more rigid. Yeah, that is a very common thing to see. Somebody has to back up and make a little bit less confident in some aspects of the game.
Bueno. Bueno. After this, no more CPT. After January. After this, no more. In January.
So he's gonna hope to kill on this. And then that's it. Legitimate streak here.
El most stacked.
And because if he hits him first, Crimson will recover before Lionheart does. Okay, that's the recovery.
Bueno,
It's obvious. He stunned him, mate.
break another record.
He just built it by pixels is when he built it, and Lionheart will actually reset the bracket versus Mr. Crimson. Now, not only knocked him off of Dawson, but knocked
Break
him
another
into
record.
losers effectively as well.
More. Pa.
It might be episode 3. I can't remember what episode it was. Kusanagi did that in
Pa.
one of our SFA. And I said, did
Pa.
you press the button before your gaze come back? And he said, yeah. He said, and that's
The
it. He
most
said,
is-
just in case, right? Like, it's gonna come back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Either
In
you get
Street
it, it
Fighter
doesn't matter,
history.
or you will have built the drive, and there it is. And the thing is,
Pa.
the attack
The one that wins CPT Japan.
slither when it recovers just in time.
Oof. The most stacked CPT.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lionheart, and he's gone to Dawson. He didn't like how the loop went. I think that's understandable. Similar to what Kobe did with the jabbing.
Ahora vi.
I think he's just gonna sit with Dawson from this
Takeru, Nemo,
of the position Lionheart's in.
KB,
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got a good one here. 3 out of 5.
Fenriti,
Timing, hope to meet him in the sky. Not quite.
Aqua.
Chris must cover. Neutral John Chris must
Sí,
cover.
Fenriti, Aqua.
As well, so that's the best kind of locked into that scenario. Look at that. Readiness.
¿Quién más?
Seems some readiness.
Fenrich, Aqua. Uf. Fenriti, Aqua, Ryusei. Uf. Pa, the best JPs. And two of the best.
Okay, on to the same wavelength with Lionheart. As the back meeting for taking that round there for Mr. Crimson in the reset here. Decision you make.
And Yoshibuki.
There's a yoga lance.
And Yoshibuki.
The conversion of the back medium punch though. Okay, backdashes this time round. I usually see him buffer the crouch fierce from that scenario. But,
Akira and Yoshibuki. Sí. Pa, two guys.
got a great punish for that. To be fair, it does move her forward while it being in from startup, so it's again in the air, swat him out.
Two guys in top 16.
Yeah, yeah.
Uf. And a lot of JP.
Oh boy. Yes. Keeping his eyes
A
open.
lot of JP.
That might work out for him though. Yes. That might work out for him because that's the round. And, that's fine. I was actually expecting something else, but that actually works out for him.
Take the
Incredibly
throw.
well. Still has the CS stocks.
Two guys. Bueno. Bueno. And now. Oh, joder. Presioné el de pausa y no era. Four juries. Ah, and now we have 4 juries in Capcom Cup.
I think it's throughout the whole time they've got to play. Away from qualifying for Capcom Cup. Back meeting one. Here we go, dive kick, it hits, and luckily he wasn't firmly planted on the ground, so it was only an airborne scenario. Gonna get the conversion to Spiral Arrow once again. Pile on the pressure. Last minute drive impact there, and he can go for the teleport.
Over VX Bao. Long Su.
Denied the offense.
Long Su wins today.
Playing at hyper speed past the
Over
speed.
VX Bao. Long Su. Over VX Bao.
Oh, that worked! Okay, no, that was How that worked? What we will try to do there.
Ah, el drill.
Oh, man. Some aspects of that round there give me a little bit of pause for Lionheart moving forward here.
Dalsim drill.
Some slight brain farty decisions.
Ah.
It's brain farts on both ends, honestly. There you go. Big spin knuckle in there again. Drive reversal. Immediately seeing the green and saying, alright, I'm not dealing with that.
No, Liang Ling.
Didn't want to burn himself out with the conversion. It's not going to kill either. So gets the back throw here. And this game is looking comfortable.
O sea, sadly no Liang Ling. Blanca.
And you haven't got level 2 either. Threaten the stun before you stun him. Threaten
The
it
best,
before you
the best Blanca from China.
Liang
Liang Ling.
And somehow Crimson comes out
Yeah.
of this with the game 1-1.
Dalsim is honest and balanced.
I never expected this. No, amazing play. That's the safe spot. Sweet spot indeed.
He's protect.
Okay. Almost went out in the process though. Drive gauge in the amber. That's why he's moving away and being a little bit hesitant near the corner.
He's protecting the skies, the yoga grounds.
So that
Ah,
Interesting.
the yoga grounds.
Almost. Yoga Comet, the angle
Nope.
that Yoga Comet covers is actually pretty good.
I mean it.
Yoga Fire gets out of it.
Only one Blanca.
Yeah, that's Crimson keeping his eye on things.
Is in only one Blanca.
What a time to
Nothing
jump away.
really. Back fierce works there.
Block
And three
will
Dawsons.
be the round for Mr. Crimson.
And three
Some
Dawsons.
things back in his favour. Even the tide in Dawson's favour.
And three Dawsons.
Trying to get 2-1 on this grand final reset here. That was definitely not catching that roundhouse. He probably thought it was another limit set.
Oof.
Too far. Crimson will take advantage. Go back to stage control.
Uf, lo que se va a poner de bueno esto.
Again as well. Good parry on the jump fierce as well. But Lionheart is having real difficulty getting back in now. Much different from the previous set. Lots of accidental back throw. Will take it.
En a Rashida.
No punish. Here's Lionheart.
Ah.
Crimson has level 3.
Wild.
And okay, Lionheart did not just move away. I thought he would. Maybe that's why he went in. Crimson though is still keeping his eye on it.
No hooligan yet either. As soon as he, okay, he's on the hooligan dive kick. Good grab though. Gets another grab in there.
He just needs a hit. Same thing for Crimson. Crimson escapes.
Oof.
He's gonna try it up close.
Gotta deal with it. He's gotta deal with it. And he has a throw tech instead. No level 3 here for Lionheart either. So he's gonna have to, if he does get a clean hit,
There it is.
he's in there. No reset. Oh, and he's out of there.
Yeah. Still wants to be nowhere near her. Grab. Is it enough? Yes.
Uf.
Crimson, 2 games
No.
to 1.
What does Lionheart
No more
do?
camis.
He exhausted all the options. I don't know.
It felt like he was playing so fast at the beginning of this set, and it has been slow down.
You telling me
At least.
Dawson installed speed gun or something?
Seems
No,
like
no more cami.
Alright, back to
Only
it.
bravery.
Sometimes when you do cycle through your options, if I guess wrong, eventually I'll guess right. We'll land on the same option.
spent driver after trying to move forward, unfortunately.
Lo siento por eso.
He will be at
Match point. No, tournament point para Crimson.
They underestimate this tool.
Ah,
His driving
only
attack
bravery.
efficiency tool when you're in burnout is probably one of the strongest tools he actually has. Tool set. What a
Ah.
good thing to go for the side
Super
swap.
sick, yeah, wow.
Ah,
Oh, got him!
Here.
Well close, only down strong enough to
What
miss.
10 looks.
Boy, that could have been huge.
Smack point here. Nice delay as
What
well to
10
see what
looks
Lionheart
in
does. I
Capcom
think he's
Cup.
run out of steam here, David.
It does seem that way.
Yeah. Oh wow, and it still worked. I'm not sure what yoga float that was, but
Don't want to be carrier.
delays it. Another tick throw there for Mr. Crimson.
Crimson looking in
And
control.
Yes,
he's
but
defending
play
it.
more Luke.
That's it. He's qualifying for the cup. Merciless yoga.
Muerto.
He's actually going to book his place at
Crimson.
Rainpro Cup 10 there.
And in the
Mr.
name of
Crimson,
yoga.
your
Yoga
prize,
fire.
Spain and Portugal
Yoga.
CPT champions.
Yoga.
Happy holidays
Aquí
and
vamos
welcome to a
con
brand new
nuestro
episode
dúo
of
favorito,
I am
Rob
one of
TV
your hosts, Big
y
Hog of Rob
Brian
TV, and I'm
F.
joined with the people's champ, my brother Brian F. What's up, bro?
I am doing real good. I'm getting in the spirit in more ways than one because, you know, it's almost that time. No, I'm not talking about the holidays. I'm talking about Capcom Cup. We are
Sí,
very
25, ahí está, la fecha confirmada de la Capcom Cup. 21 de febrero. Y el LCQ va a ser posiblemente la primera semana de... Primera o segunda semana de febrero.
And we just finished one of the big events. We got another big one coming up. So, Rob, I think we got to get into it. We got to recap
Yes,
what's
el
going on.
siguiente va a ser Japón, el 6 de enero.
Okay, yes. France was absolutely ridiculous, as we would expect it to be, bro. So, I would say, of course, we know who won over there, Mr. Crimson, but saying, of course, would
Crimson.
not be given enough credit to just how strong that region is and to how ridiculous they all pulled
Free
up.
Yoga
It wasn't
Masters.
even just the guys that you would expect. Like, of course, we saw Kyuju have a great run out there. We saw Akainu have a great run. But players that strong did not even make top
Free
three.
Yoga
That's
Masters.
ridiculous. Were you surprised by that at all?
Yeah, I think you're underselling it even with that description right there. I feel like this top 8 was one of the most unpredictable
Yeah.
top 8s we've ever seen. I mean, we know that France is one of the strongest regions in the FGC. We've been making that argument for so long now that France has been on the come up, especially since Street Fighter 5. We've been really impressed with the players, new talent like Kills You come out on the scene, had made huge waves in the international scene as well. But this top 8, man, we got players like RMK Fast with this Blanca.
Uf,
Kills
el
You was there, of
Blanca.
course, what we expected. Shakz, you know, a world-class player in other games, showed up in that top 8. And I was like, wait a minute, is that Shakz? I had to like double check that that was the same guy. So yeah, lots of new players. Not new to the fighting game scene, but new to this level of CPT action for this region. We're making big waves in this top 8, and the biggest surprise of them all. Let's talk about that grand finals. Lionheart in second place.
Yo, Lionheart.
The least expected result I could have called, and he was doing work.
Who did Lionheart beat on winner's side? The first match of top 8 again.
So Lionheart gets into the finals by beating Jobsero, and then once he's in semifinals, top 8, 3-1 over Kills.
Yes, yes. Whoa. I'm like, hold on. What's going on here? This did not match the scouting report. Like, and I know, Brian, you had looked into like some results prior to this, and it wasn't like you wouldn't predict him performing this well based off.
No, you wouldn't. I mean, Lionheart had some good results, some mixed bag results, right? He wasn't having consistent top 8 finishes, but this weekend, man.
Oh God, like
Lionheart taking big names.
That 3-1 over Kills You, that's Dominic. Kills You is one of those players we mentioned. He qualified for Captain Cup previously. He's really that guy.
En Banana Kena.
Dago and Evo 2022, right? So he's shown results before, and to come on beat Kills You in a Cammy jury matchup like that, you know, pretty ground game Footsie's based matchup. Super strong result. And then of course he goes into winners finals versus Mr. Crimson, and Mr. Crimson, he's the final boss, right? Valmaster, he stayed true to his heart. You know, we talked to him in the interview, like, were you going to enter this bracket and potentially gatekeep people after you won the World Warrior Regional Finals? And he said, you know what, my heart's not going to be in it, so he decided to stay out of it. So after you got Valmaster, the other final boss was Crimson.
Después del reset, el Crimson lo devoró, lo incineró a Lionheart.
Grand finals. Yeah, on losers finals. Losers final, he goes up against Kusanagi, and of course this is French, so there's more than one godlike Kusanagi player in the world of Street Fighter. Even though it jars my brain,
In the Street Fighter League USA.
as well. But this Kusanagi, of course, Luke player, he went crazy this whole tournament too. And then losers finals, Lionheart beats him. Dog, when I tell you, my man's went in there in grand finals and won 4 straight games. After the first 2 games, he won so convincingly against Mr. Crimson that Crimson switched off of Dawson and switched over to Luke, which I had 0% faith in. I'm like, okay, this is...
Maldito Rob no le tenía esperanza a Crimson cuando cambió a Luke.
Swap off Dawson before in person also back at Evo 22 off stream, and
You're
didn't work out then either.
dead.
So yeah, when Mr. Crimson is forced to switch off Dawson, you know that player is cooking up something ferocious.
And I like the plan.
Y acá pensaba que era el Lionheart que le iba a ganar a Crimson, pero Crimson dijo, nope, it's my turn.
Let me just try it, just in case.
In some ways, you're preventing them from getting more data on you. As like the Dawson player, as the person who plays the more underrepresented character, you're also kind of denying them more matchup experience. There is a bit of a like, do I really give it my all right now when I'm giving them more ammunition to use?
We're probably going to play another set anyway.
Right. Or do I swap to my secondary and potentially I find a weakness that
Quiso guardar al Dalsin para el reset, después de que perdió los 2 primeros sets el Crimson.
go with the strategy in the first place, right? So I kind of respect the switch, because even if you lose, it's honestly
El mental fue el que lo que le condenó a Lionheart.
Lionheart, he cooked.
Fue el mental que lo jodió.
For a little bit in that second set as well.
Yeah, he ended up winning the next game in the second set of grand finals. So he won 4 games straight. I'm like, is this really about to happen? Like, this is... And I was terrified for Mr. Crimson, too, because you got to remember, Mr. Crimson made it to grand finals of World Warrior, I want to say, and lost. And was on winner's side.
Perdió 6-0 contra Valmaster.
Yes.
So and then he was down 4-0.
It's like, not again. Yeah, there's a certain, and these events are pretty close to each other. Like some regions have their regional finals and CPT premieres very spread out. You know, France kind of had them kind of close together. So mentally, Crimson's got to be in that place like, oh no, it's happening again. Like to be able to pull yourself out of that pit and be like, wait, no, I'm that guy. Like, Like I am the Dawson extraordinaire. Let me, rise to the occasion here. It takes you have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps in that moment.
Yeah, and he did it.
Si Lionheart le hubiera ganado 6-0 a Crimson, Crimson tendría una maldición con esto.
The best player in the world, or at least top 2 in the world. It was no question. Red Bull Kumite champion, you name it, man. I mean, great.
Mr. Crimson.
Everything. Body and stuff at Street Fighter League, and then now, of course, he is back in Capcom Cup. So I'm super happy to see that. So again, congratulations on making Cup, and France put on a show. That was cool. And now what we have coming up is, of course, UK and Ireland. All right, man, it's time for some more big dogs to throw hands, Brian. Okay? First and foremost, I'm going to put this out on the table. I was down there in Dominican
Sadly, no
Republic, Brian.
Ireland
You understand
players.
that? I was down there and I saw something. I saw the re-emergence, the reawakening, the rise from the ashes for my man,
Problem
the
X.
Phoenix. My man's Problem X. He is back. And and it's gonna be tough to stop him. He wants to get the Capcom Cup. As soon as they announced that $1 million, I was standing right next to Problem X. He just now got done complaining about something and downplaying his character in 5. You know what I mean? He just got done doing something like that. As soon as he said that money, he said, I'm winning that $1 million, bro. I don't care what I gotta do. I'm winning that. You know what I'm saying? He let it be known. And now I think that he has to be one of the favorites, bro. Off rip.
Absolutely. And it's interesting. I feel like, okay, the two titans right now in late game Street Fighter V from UK were Almex and, of course, Andy Walker, who was
Ending
the
Walker.
#1 player from UK, one of the best in the world. He was 4th, I believe, at Capcom Cup 2022 at the very end. Prodigy coming out of nowhere, winning every World Warrior event, winning the regional finals, winning all of the World Warrior events in Street Fighter 6 as well, except for the one he didn't remember to sign up for. But in the international scene, in the larger competition, Andy Walker as well, I feel like was kind of a little bit slow to ramp up to his same elite level. Like in the beginning,
Contra el Menardo.
dropping early out of some of these events,
Menardo.
the LCQ for Red Bull Kumite, he didn't quite qualify. I mean, he had to run into Kakadu to make it into the final event, so that's tough competition.
Yeah.
But also, even at the event you were at, Dominican Republic, he also kind of had some not the same dominant performance that you might have expected.
Oh, but he played good.
He played amazing. But
His
that was the
DJ is
beginning,
crazy.
Exactly, that was the beginning of him transitioning.
Pero esto
to
fue
DJ,
contra Menardo.
Picking up some new strategies. He was playing primarily Ryu and even Honda before then, a lot of Honda. So some kind of off-meta characters. Now he's like, wait a minute, maybe DJ is the way for me. So I feel like both Problem X and Andy Walker are due to peak at this time in the late season of Street Fighter 6 here. And we
Y de
have
Four
UK
Fields.
and Ireland CPT to see their first showing. And then the action keeps going. They're going to have also the regional finals soon after this as well. So
El World
nobody
Warrior.
They don't have
no one
theirs
has
yet.
qualified from this region whatsoever.
Yes.
There's 2 people who can qualify, 2 spots open. Those spots are going to go very, very soon. So those are the 2 titans leading the way, and of course
Versus Broski.
Broski, who's the #2 in the regional finals. which is
Broski.
now. Players like Hurricane, who's consistently cooking. Like,
Hurricane no se clasificó. Hurricane quedó eliminado.
It's one of the most hype. And I want to make sure people know, bro, because I think some people might not know this dope storyline. Like, Problem X and Ender Walker are each other's primary training partner. But not just that. Like, Problem X is like a mentor to Ender Walker. Like, seriously. They will even, when we're out at an event or something like that, like at dinner or something like that at one of these shows, bro, they were like Problem would debate so hard with Ender Walker about, like, whether or not he should switch off of Ryu back at that time and pick a top tier character. He's trying to tell him, and I mean, I'm arguing
in
Problem
winner's
like,
side.
we need to let him do his process and all this other
For
stuff.
Problem X
But
team.
Problem is like, yo, I've already been through this, and I'm trying to show you that you don't have to go through what I went
In
through.
winners.
And now, finally, Ender Walker embraced the Dark Hero and went and picked up DJ.
And we saw that DJ have results at UFA. He actually
Uf, que le hizo el reset a Crimson. Pero al final fue el Crimson que ganó el UFA 3-0 contra Walker DJ.
He was the 2022 UFA champion. Let's remember that.
Oh, you're right. That's the walk-off.
Yeah, his first international showing where he
Ay, Sirapa.
didn't know what to do with himself.
Y acá cuando Walker ganó contra Balmaster en el primer UFA, que lo hizo famoso. Con solo perder solo un set nada más. Y todos los demás fueron victorias.
And I love his take on DJ is different than most players, bro. He plays DJ just like, yes, it's so aggressive. And it's
Vamos,
he believes that the
Topi.
risk
Hey,
when it
hey,
comes to this character, like, he thinks the character is built to
oh.
do that. And you know what? There's something to be said about that
Good
because
night,
they
gay.
didn't design
Oh.
that character with sway and the fake up kick and all this type of stuff for no reason. All these feints and whatnot. He's if you look at his archetype,
give me a
at least
break.
officially on the game, it says tricky,
Nope.
if I'm not mistaken. in the walk, and then he has all of that damage. So, you know, he doesn't play him at all like a Shin or Mono or somebody who's more
Qué
conventional.
buenos
And I
estos.
actually think that makes it so that
A ver,
no matter who may
reviso
be
acá.
stronger, I don't know who I would
Check.
say is
Y
stronger
aquí.
regardless, but
Check.
you would rather in tournament probably play against one of them than Ender Walker.
Of course.
Because any given day, you just don't know.
Of course. Any Walker has always embodied that that offensive style. He sometimes makes you feel stupid. You know, he's one of those players
Yes.
whose offense, if you don't give it the respect it deserves, you might say this is dumb. And he's made some of the best on the planet look silly. Like I still remember him doing 15 flickers in a row in Fudo, and that was like a legit strategy. And
The same
Fudo
Huracan.
doing that. So any Walker knows how to make things look dumb. But
En
that's
Ball
his
Strike.
genius that allows him to do that, right? So he's gonna bring this strategy.
En
to
Ball
this event.
Strike.
Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna qualify to the top?
Uf, ahí ya se viene el último corte
But we are
antes
about
de
to
empezar.
find out, Brian. That's the beautiful thing about these days. Right now, we have one of the best regions in the world, and of course, one of the most exciting ones to watch. We just hyped up some of the players. Who is it going to be? It is time for top 16 of CPT UK&Ireland.
Uf.
Time to work, time to work.
Pa.
When inhaled, coriamyrtin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions. Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect! What to do with you now?
Bueno,
So, shall we put him out of his misery?
¿por qué no? DJ Ryu o Ken? O Ken.
Time for some experimentation.
La Aki.
Poison would work wonders on you.
Honda. Wait and see. Sáquese.
I wouldn't move if I were you.
Quebrada. Nope.
Poison's on the menu.
Go. Primer base. Tácate. Tácate. No. Level 3.
Is my poison kicking in?
Sí. Estoy... Me cago en todo con la maldita publicidad de esta asquerosa. No, gracias. No quiero publicidad. Uf. Yes. Yes. Against Mystic DJ? What character use? Ok, volvimos. How dare you? Capcom! Baby. No puede ser. Over. That means that over. No. Mystic use DJ. Mystic use DJ. Empezamos.
He was
DJ.
obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
Vamos ahí. El tráiler, el conocido tráiler. ¿Eh? Don't play DJ? Don't play DJ? Menardi. Menardi. Oh, Lexx. Oh, empezamos. ¿Y quiénes son los comentaristas para hoy?
Competitors have been determined for Capcom Cup 10 coming up, and we are going to find out this weekend one more competitor that is going to qualify for Capcom Cup, this time from UK or Ireland. Hello everybody, my name is James
Chen y Jammers.
joined by,
Uf, qué
from over the
combinación.
pond,
Sobre todo James
Mr.
Chen.
Hollywood Jammers. How you doing?
See, now you've already started a joke. And the
Yes.
funny thing is, me and James were always commentating online together. Shouts to the PlayStation events that we used to do, and you always used to like my
Yes.
background. It's not there anymore. We're actually in person now. So
Yeah, I mean your
Y aquí
fake
vamos.
green screened
Van a hacer
background.
otra vez
Alright,
el
yeah.
mini resumen de
You don't
los
need to tell 'em it's
clasificados.
fake, alright? Like, I tell you what, I worked hard to design that background really well. But hey, no, we're here for the UK&Ireland CPT. I've been talking about this
Pero me
one for
gusta
a little
más
while,
el
and you guys do not want to miss this one. There's always plenty of things to talk about on social media regarding the UK&Ireland CPT. A couple of upsets, like James has discussed moments ago, have already happened. Maybe there's a couple more upsets on the way. But no, taking you for a ride here. Obviously, I was here with David. And he loves watching that region as well. He loves watching the European region as well. So now I get to hear your first-hand opinion of when you get to see some of these players.
Aquí vamos.
show up
Vamos a primero
on
con
screen.
el
I mean,
bracket
we
de
can actually
winners
take a look
side. Top
at the top
16.
16 bracket. Can we do that right now? Perfect.
Ahí
Sweet.
está. Por el lado
And
de
you know what the
winners,
craziest
Ending
thing
Worker
about it is
Rainpro,
everyone's
Mystic
questions.
Mash contra
I mean, we don't
Shakz,
see the loser
Broski
side
contra
yet, but this is the
Musclenoob
question that you'll
y
see
Lexx
as soon as
contra
you
The
get to
Four
loser
Fields.
side is, where are Problem X and Hurricane?
Dude.
Are eliminated.
I had the pleasure of staying up at 4 in the morning.
Primer
Boy, I
match
had
se
the
viene
adventure
Walker
coming
contra
here.
Rainpro.
Yeah, I stayed up at 4 in the morning, looked
Uf,
at the brackets,
tendría que
checked
pasar
out
por
some of the
Rainpro.
replays as much as I possibly
Aunque tengo el
can,
miedo de que
and
Walker va a
there were some
ganarle.
surprise results.
Yeah.
To my knowledge anyway.
Oof.
The guys we see here in the top 16, no surprise, these are some of the strongest guys you'll see
Of
in the
course.
Yes.
UK right now. Ending Walker and Rainpro. Ending Walker should be the #1 seed in the UK. Rainpro, he's visiting the UK, but he's in the UK because he's
Oof.
studying there. So he's actually eligible to enter this tournament. Wasn't
Hurricane
allowed the World
problem en
Warrior.
Ball
He's
Strike.
more than entitled to enter this one.
Okay.
Are all
Then you got
out.
Mystic Smash. You see him part of SFL going up against Shakz. They're on two different teams. Mystic Smash
Oof.
represent Team Mouse, Problem X's team, and Shakz on Team Wolves. Shouts to Team Wolves. Got Broski, the lone AKI player in the
We
region.
got Aki representation in top 16. Let's
And
go.
listen, let's see how far he can go. But he's actually had the privilege of fighting his worst matchup, or one of the worst
Contra Ken.
matchups for Aki there in the Ken.
Uf.
Literally, I saw Broski and Musclenoob play each other online like last night. So didn't go well for
He's a
Aki.
war crime.
Look, maybe he's got a plan, but we'll cross that bridge and discuss
Right.
it
Y
when we
Lexx
come
contra
to
The
it. And
Four
of course, we've
Fields,
got
que va a
Lexx,
ser
another player that's
Guile&JP.
invaded the UK. Funny enough, it's these Dial players that keep invading us. And he's going to go up against Four Fields. Now, I spoke to Rob TV in the back about this. And Brian F has made a very strong argument about this as well.
Bueno.
JP versus Guile. I don't want to spoil the surprise. We'll wait, because I had to do a lot of extensive studying for this, because there's a cognitive dissonance happening right now. I think that's the best way to describe it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Now, if we drop down to the loser side as well, this is where James alluded to moments ago.
Y en losers, Pingutaro, Vegachamp, Launch, Suleymon, Arismania, Joker Jokes y Chips Mopulapo.
Pretty competent JP player from what I've seen thus far. We'll talk about it when we get to it. Vegachamp, a name I'm highly unfamiliar with, but I know he plays Jamie, and he beat Hurricane to get to this point here.
I mean, again, it's just when you want practice against that character, how many players
We
do
do
you
have
have
Bolt
to?
Strike.
Oh, that's true. That's
Bolt
true.
Strike.
Yeah.
Well, if Bolt Strike's not lamenting about the character,
Eh,
he's playing.
he's
the video game. I'm
finished.
going to show you that. He does have fun playing Street Fighter 6. We've also got Launch down there. He's the person that knocked Problem X out of the bracket there. Launch going up against Guild Suleymon. So I'll talk about Suleymon because he actually was the only player that had to fight for a spot in SFL. So we were part of a show
Right,
together.
that's right. Yeah,
we're
yeah,
actually on a British TV channel. literally playing
Okay,
Street Fighter
that's
6,
cool.
and he had to actually fight his way to earn
But
his
he's
spot.
not going to be the only Kimberly here, right? Because
No.
Mystic Smash was
Oof.
playing Kimberly as well.
That is correct. And we do have Arismania. I believe he is from Scotland. I could be wrong. Someone do correct me on that. Arismania is using Chun-Li. Formidable Chun-Li as well from what I've seen. He's going to go up against Joker Joke, sponsored by Guild as well. The captain of Guild. Shouts to Joker Jokes. He's definitely deserved the position he's in right now. Of course, our last match of
Longsword.
round 1 top 16 will be Shivs going up against Mopple Lapo. So this is it's not a surprising top 16 outside of 1 or 2 names.
Right.
Like we said, Problem X and Hurricane are not in this top 16, but everybody else, it makes so much sense. James, the names that you're unfamiliar with, I think when you watch them play, it's like, okay, like I kind of
Ok, vamos con el primer match.
We've had a couple of players, and they are in this top 16 bracket. We've had a couple of players where they were actually late bloomers in SF5, so they started to take the SF5 seriously in Champion Edition. And what happens when you learn a game late and you're pretty good, right?
And
It's you hit the ground
What
running
JP.
in the next title. And that's what I think some of
Especially
these guys
because the same battle designers too, right? And a lot of the
Exactly.
frame data concepts are still there. And so yeah, it definitely helps a lot. And it's good. Again, Street Fighter 6 does such a great job bringing the old players back and the new players, you know, together.
Yes.
You know, if you guys haven't been watching SFL,
Long
I've been
soon.
telling jammers all before the broadcast. SFL EU has been a joy to watch. And
Oh, thank you, Jim.
you and F-Word have been killing it.
You see
on
that
the
F. Eddie
commentary.
gave you a compliment.
Bueno,
You guys have been doing a great job there, but I mean, honestly, you see the players over there, and it's really exciting to watch. So, honestly, if you guys have a chance, please do check that out.
Like you mentioned, it brings new talent and old talent together. I'll also tell you what
I
happens.
wanted to mention like Valmaster being another one, like the old school players coming
Yes,
back. And
good
such.
thing. I like that you brought that up. Shouts to
Yes,
Valmaster.
yeah.
But none of it says bringing old and new talent together. I'll tell you what also competitive Street Fighter brings us. It brings you money, right? And we got to talk about this prize pooling here real quick. You see it here. Again, same old format. The top 4 are earning some prize pool here, with first place being awarded $2,500 and fourth place being awarded $500. So it's
I
good
think
prize
this
money
guy
for all the
King
guys here. Obviously,
is a
when you're
cosplayer
in
too.
the winners final of the bracket tomorrow, you're guaranteed $800.
he's a
So
cosplayer.
you'll be sitting pretty there. And do not forget as well, I will repeat this throughout the broadcast today. Our UK World War Regional Final has not
Bueno,
happened
vamos
yet.
con el primer
It'll be
match,
happening
si es
in
que lo van a
early
empezar. Ending
2024.
Walker
So
contra
whoever doesn't make it
Rainpro.
here, and if you're
Que va a
in
ser
the
esto
it
Ryu,
it can help you there as well.
Ryu,
But this prize money it actually
Ken,
leads towards
DJ
a
versus
way bigger
Guile.
prize pool. James, if we go back to when you were younger, did you ever think playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo would lead to a Street Fighter game awarding $2 million?
So when Capcom versus SNK 1 came out,
Yeah.
very first Southern Hills Golfland tournament, I got second place in this tournament. To one Mr. Alex Vi.
Hey, shouts to Alex.
And,
Alex
I think I
Vi.
got around like I was somewhere like $30 to $50 for second place. And
So
I
drinks
was
were on
like,
you.
I was like, I'm rich. I like treated my friends to dinner and everything. It was so amazing.
¿Tendremos
you know,
Costume
and
13 en pantalla o
honestly,
ningún Costume
I've
3?
said this to many people. I would have sworn by the time we could win $1 million in a
Sí.
fighting game that I would have long expired from old
Pobre
age. You know?
It's here, James. It's here and
Yeah.
now. It's still around. And you need to witness it firsthand there. But we'll talk about the Capcom Cup dates when we get to that point here. But yes,
Advantage of
that
the
is the
last
prizing we're going to be getting with these matches
for
on the way. So
Europe.
our first match we should be setting up.
Aquí vamos.
Now,
Ending
there's been a
Walker
lot of talk
versus
about this one. We've got the
Rainpro.
production team in the back.
Ahí está.
And this,
Guile versus
this
DJ.
could be a decider of the tournament.
Yeah,
I know
this
that's a bit of a stretch to kick things off. This is a great way to kick off the day, by the way. Ending Walker going up against Rainpro. But you could be seeing the winner of the
I
tournament
mean,
here,
this is like two of the favorites in here. I mean, honestly, two of the
Walker
players that
versus
a lot of
Rainpro.
people are expecting to get really far. It's unfortunate they have to run into each other right away. But you know, again, ending
Wild
Walker,
match.
you had talked about, you know, the late bloomers in Street Fighter 5 and how they kind of get a running start here. Ending Walker is a great example, but it's not even just that, too. I mean, the way that Ending Walker approaches fighting games and the way that he talks about fighting games,
Pa,
I mean,
especially
seems
Huracan
mature,
is not here.
much more mature beyond his age, and
100%.
it's really, really fascinating to see.
A ver si alguien
how
tiene que decir
he
algo,
continues to
Walker
grow,
o
even
Rainpro.
though he's only been playing fighting games for a short period of time, and I do believe we have his thoughts on this match. So let's see what Ending Walker has to say about going up against
A
Rainbow.
ver.
Rainpro is a super strong player, and I'm probably going to have to mash Parilot to win this.
Good luck.
No, do you know what? I respect it, because if there's we have a couple of players in Europe where their perfect parry timings, or at least their perfect parry usage, is phenomenal. Ending Walker is one of them. Random's another player. Shout out to
Barry
Random.
Walker.
Funnily enough, Ending Walker's opponent, Rainpro's actually been getting a lot better at perfect parry time as well. So you might see a lot of empty jump throw, you might see a lot of drag rush throw from either player here. We'll see that. But you know, just to kind of just go through things, right?
Guile versus DJ.
Red line fight.
Y mañana es la última playoff de la Street Fighter League Japan. Las finales son el 13 de enero. Hasta ahora, por lo que sé, el que ganó el primer playoff fue Saishun Kansol, que eliminó a Gyogun. Así que mañana tendrán el match para quien se enfrentará a Fab, que va a ser entre Saishun Kansol versus Detonation Focus Me. Y aquí vamos, Costume 3 de parte de Rainpro. Y Walker usando el costume de Fab de DJ. Y aquí vamos. Perfect.
I do appreciate Rainpro going with that costume 3 here. Got the new costumes in play. It's actually really cool to see.
Qué buena.
Some new skins for the characters here, but yeah, the interesting thing, obviously, Ending Walker starting.
Se puede venir el
And
EX.
obviously, his Ryu is really strong.
No.
But, you know, DJ Ken considered stronger characters. I know that those.
Uf,
Whoa.
el tradeo. Hey.
Already trapped Rainpro in the corner here. Now Rainpro is almost in burnout, but he won't be afraid to flash kick himself in burnout if he needs to.
Lo
That
mató.
should be the round
He's
game.
dead. He's dead. He's dead. Dead. Dead.
He's burned out. I wonder how. Oh yeah, I guess Ending Walker can get the kill.
Lo mata. Round para
And it wasn't even
Walker.
the final hit. It was two
Yeah.
fire from the machine gun upper that took it away here. But yeah, perfect parry is going to play a huge part here. I do think.
Qué buena, le castigó bien con el stance light punch. El sway del Josh Cool para evitarse el punish. Flash kick. Perfect parry, back throw, punish,
And
counter.
gets the back throw into the corner here.
Perfect parry otra vez.
It might just be the battle.
Hey. Oh.
I mean, Ending Walker basically
Perfect.
giving away his
No.
strategy in the quote.
Te lo devuelve.
And it is going really, oh, no, level
No
3.
gasta el level
He's gonna
3.
Save it for now. He wants to make sure it kills. I'm surprised.
Bien.
Thought he
Slashes
would've-
in there.
Oh,
Qué
that's
buena.
gonna be
Lo mata,
big
lo mata, lo mata.
for Rainpro. Level
Ah,
1, can that finish the
okay.
job? And
Oh.
it is.
Good stuff here.
Final
We'll be
round
back
del
and
primer
forth, but
set.
having that
¿Quién podrá abrir el
advantage, especially
marcador?
the super
¿Walker
player
o
advantage, especially
Rainpro?
the dial will be a huge factor here, I feel, in this matchup. Now here's the thing. If he can't throw Sonic Boom, he's going to have to play up close. Because the perfect parry times of both the players. Majestic, and you saw it there,
Bueno.
right?
Yeah. And that's kind of an option select as well. It's hard to visually confirm if you perfect parry a projectile, but you just go for the parry and hit the button afterwards, and Ending Walker's done it twice already now. Ooh, that was supposed to be up kicks. Might not have been charged in
Hong
time.
Kong.
They get a perfect parry there on the knee hop, but didn't quite work out. Gets the Gal high kick, gets the flash kick, back to full screen, had a perfect parry there.
Bien.
EX air slasher, but to no avail.
Bien.
Gets that nice and early. The moment you see him jump, just do your anti-air, because he's probably not going to do a regular jump, DJ. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you can, yes.
Level 3.
That's not going to be
No lo
the
mata.
round.
No lo va a
However,
matar.
He's going to put Rainbow
Seven
in a
Soul.
pretty damn good spot. I think he might set up a blade. I don't think he's
Nope,
going to do it, though.
actually just goes for the Sonic Boom here, so Ending Walker's got to find his way in.
So that knockdown
Bien.
here, trying to get another perfect parry to open things up, get a throw.
Lo mata.
Close it out
1-0
there
para
for
Rainpro.
Rainpro in game 1. Remember, this is only first to 2. It's not first to 3 territory.
Okay, I was just about to ask.
No,
So,
no, it's top 16, so first to 2.
do you think that I was about to
Ah,
ask,
esto
you
podría
know,
ser un
you
upset
think that
si
Ending Walker
Rainpro
might actually
derrota
try to change
a
character,
Walker.
maybe go to a Ryu and
Porque
play a
según lo que
more
dijo
hardcore
James Chen,
fireball,
si este match podría ser Grand Finals entre estos los dos mejores players de UK hasta ahora. Que el que gane esto ya está decidido quién podría ganar la clasificación. Que podría ser Walker o podría ser Rainpro.
Wow, did you see Rainpro going that crouching light
Lo mata.
after eating
Match
the
point
meat
para
heavy
Rainpro.
so bad? He had no fear right there. I mean, he's minus in that situation and still hitting that crouching light kick.
Yeah.
Maybe he's expecting a shimmy.
Dude, this is looking incredibly well for Rainpro at the moment. Still
Tradeo.
with that light punch here, not really working out. He's been able to get in, but he hasn't been able to make Rainpro super scared of the offense because he's not afraid to do flash kick. I think that's the biggest thing here.
And so far, you know, when he has managed to perfect parry the Sonic Booms, he hasn't done a ton of damage off of that either, right? So, Rainpro, oh, what a punish counter, but not going to get anything else off of that. Oh, he's nice.
And he will fully convert. I think he's going to go, he tried to go for the level.
Lo mata.
He
You
got
see?
it. Yeah,
What
yeah.
was I telling you in the
No,
back?
no consiguió la
but it
full
didn't go for the
animation.
full animation.
Y se
He
quedó
flipped
ahora
with
en
just
burnout.
the very edge of that. So now he's in a burnout situation. So this is a big opportunity now for Ending Walker.
Yeah, Rainpro's about to get his right gauge back, James.
Yeah.
So I think he's,
There
I think
it
he's
is.
Bien.
fine.
Esto parece GG.
Now,
Happy hunting.
this is a really tough situation for Ending Walker now.
Esto se ve GG para Walker y lo mata. Rainpro envía a Walker a losers y se clasifica a top 8 winners.
Because of their perfect parry timing and their situational awareness towards that. And there you have it. Rainpro conquers Ending Walker in the top 16 2-0, which books his place in tomorrow's top 8, where he'll be in the first of 3 territory there. So that's looking really good. Solid performance from Rainpro, and I've been impressed with him as of recent, especially with his mentality and attitude towards bad matchups. Even ones or bad ones. He's gotten really good at beating that, because he actually had to beat Hurricane to
Uf,
get
no me esperaba esto, pero era casi de esperarse. Estos dos son muy fuertes y son matches cerrados entre ellos. Pero así ha pasado. Rainpro envía a Walker a losers y se clasifica a top 8 winners side. Walker tiene una oportunidad más, pero tendrá que hacerlo desde losers. Tendrá que esperar al que gane entre Shakz versus Mopulapo.
Later down the line, and boy have I got a lot to say.
Okay, all right.
I'll be loquacious at that point. But yeah, no, honestly, I like that you pointed out that the giant, the flash kick didn't connect into the full cinematic for level 3. We got the giant
Y lo
flash kick
mata.
instead.
2
But
a
notice
0.
that you saw how much
Vamos
more
ahora
he
con
built
Mystic
in the
Smash contra
process
Shakz.
of getting that
Que esto
level
puede
3,
ser
which is what we
Luke
haven't discussed
versus
about.
Kimberly
Four
o
there, which is interesting.
DJ.
So
Combo, you build up so
Ya
much
que
meter in
Mystic
the
también usa
combos.
DJ.
Because I remember, like in Street Fighter 5, even the meter.
Y el que
game
gane de
will
ellos se
scale
enfrentará a
after a
Rainpro
while. It's not
mañana.
as much here, so,
Uf.
yeah, so Rainpro with that Guile. And again, people have been
Wow.
talking about DJ a
Versus
lot.
Luke.
DJ has been doing
Oof.
super well. People are now saying maybe he's up there in that top 3 as well. But, you know, Guile is just that
Team
character
DJ.
who's always just looming over you, you know. It's like the Guile players are glad, like you're talking about DJs and Lukes and Kens and
Listen,
JPs, you know, and
I still hold Guile in high regard. But yeah, we will be setting up our next match here with Mystic Smash going up against Shakz. So if I'm not mistaken, Mystic did beat Problem in the winner side. And this is where he was using Kimberly. Now he did dab with Kimberly very early on in the lifespan of Street Fighter, but then he went to JP, and I think after Head Stomper early in, I think it was June.
Y aquí vamos, Luke versus Kimberly. 22 años contra 25 años.
Yeah, that's what he used throughout all of SFL.
Yeah, and he committed to DJ for tournaments, online play, and you will see the DJ in SFL. And then as soon as
The
I think
winner
he was done, he went
was
straight
Long
Kimberly.
Soup.
And I think he's just been playing Kimberly throughout, and I think he just pulled the rug from underneath Problem.
Right. Problem might have gone
Was
in there
Long
expecting a DJ. And you know, it's interesting because I've had long conversations with Mystic Smash about Lucia in Street
Sí,
Fighter
defeat
5. That was
Vietfao.
a character that he really wanted to play. And, you know, I talked about Lucia a lot on social media and Mystic Smash the first time I met
So
him
for
in person.
China.
He was just like, you know, I just want to tell you you're right. Lucia is really bad. But, you know, Kimberly is like a very
Long Soup.
strong Lucia. I was actually surprised that's
El
not a
Long
character he
Soup.
went with early on. So I'm actually kind of excited to see that that's who he's playing now.
Well, I mean, I think he does have a quote for us to say before we talk about Shakz. So let's see this quote from Mystic, I believe. We
A
do
ver
have
qué
one
dice
from
Mystic.
in the way here. He
Veamos.
has said, Shakz is one of the first people I ever reached out to when getting back into Street Fighter 5, and he's a great person. I'll try to give him a run for his money. Respectful. I like it. And the thing is as well, I believe these guys did play at some point in SFL. I can't remember what week it was exactly, but I believe Mystic did take it over. Yes, Mystic did take it over Shakz week 2 of SFL.
Problem
So
is
it would've been
out.
different characters at that point.
I mean,
right?
DJ
So,
versus Luke.
yeah.
I imagine
US
that,
Canada East es
Shakz
después del
would
CPT
be
Japan.
Shakz, he's
Y
incredibly
esa región también va a ser
doesn't play
estaqueada.
online as much as people would think he does, but he goes to our offline local in central London.
No
Used
one.
to buy Fight Lab, shout out to those guys.
Oh, okay.
And he usually plays his top 3 there. You know, he's part of the World Warrior Regional
No
Finals, so
one.
you will be seeing him pretty soon as well. And then again, in competitive play, he always shows up. He has the right mindset here. And he's actually in prime position. Again, he's another
He's
player
in
that
January.
may be one of the favorites to take the whole thing. But if he can beat Mystic Smash and book his place in top 8,
Right.
then he's a go
El
for
que gane se
Pingutaro.
enfrentará a Rainpro
He
mañana.
does talk and he does play
Y sin
a
January.
fair bit. And he can talk to other Guile players as well if he needs the experience. He can talk to Lexx as well because he fights Lexx on a regular basis. We will see Lexx
Right. Okay.
very soon
okay.
as well. So,
I mean,
no, he's got the experience.
I'm going to be biased, obviously, as a Kimberly fan, right? As a Kimberly player, and plus, we don't have a Kimberly representative in Capcom Cup
No,
just yet.
ninguna
He's right,
Kimberly.
no, that's true.
So it'd be really cool to see if that could happen. Like I said, we have 2 chances here with Suleymon on the loser side as well. But
Luke
here we
contra
go,
Kimberly.
with the beautiful costume number 3 over here.
Costume 3 de
Going up
Kimberly.
against Luke now. This
Ahí
is kind of
vamos.
a tough matchup over here because, you know, again, while Kimberly, once she gets you in the corner, can kind of blow you up.
Ok,
Luke
iré
is
por
a
Mystic
very
entonces.
dangerous character to fight against when he's cornered Kimberly because crouching strong, standing heavy punch, they just reach so
Daimler.
far and Kim just does not have the range when she's cornered.
Well, that was a brilliant buffer into the sprint there. It's the meaty slide, and he's already going to get a full conversion
Right, let's see what he
into
goes
the
for the
can.
setup
Yeah,
here.
well,
Oh, doesn't go
Bueno.
for the run. Oh, because he goes for...
No, otra vez. Venga.
Oh, that wasn't the round. I haven't seen enough of Mystic Smash's Kimberly because
Bueno.
obviously there's been other he's been playing other games and obviously I've been looking at other players as well. But again, when you make it this far in the
Claro,
bracket,
bad
you're here for a reason. Looks like the Kimberly's doing the work, but he's gonna get flash knuckled to the corner here. Shakz and the level 1.
right away, just to get out of that corner, is going to spend the other can that he has. So immediately builds it back. Nicely done right there.
And he's not being like a locomotive, right? He's not being fully aggro. He's actually like taking his damage, getting the win punish there, getting the conversion. he
Ok,
needs.
primer round para
It
Mystic,
looks like he's at
por lo que
real
veo.
confidence with the carry.
La gané.
And that's one
Perfect,
of the most dangerous
perfect.
things too,
What
that
bro?
Kimberly
Se gasta el level
touch
3
is a wonderful
para tener
anti-air.
ventaja de vida.
But Luke and Ken with their jump attacks will beat that up, so you have to kind of hold back on your reaction.
Damage was crazy, and I love the strategical choice there from Shakz. He went straight for the burnout with the drive rush cancel to take a whole bar drive.
Just chipping him to death at this point. Actually,
Final
does go for the
round.
drive impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was Mystic Smash getting? Mystic Smash wouldn't have spent the level 1 there, even if he was ready for it. There just would have been no reason to do
It's a
it.
waste of super, it's a waste
Right.
of the can, so you don't really want to do that.
Yeah, so just
Okay.
save it up.
Yes and no.
Ooh, like I said, scary thing to do there, because like I said, Luke's jump attacks are really, really brutal. Goes for the throw. Backdash is not going to punish, but there we go, a little micro shimmy right there.
And he's gonna go
Level
to the
3 se gasta y
start
tiene el
side to get the
bufo.
buff, and what a time to get it.
Pero no lo voy a dejar en
Burnout,
burnout.
Get the increased movement speed and the damage buff here. He can actually
La
put him in
musiquita.
burnout with this.
Oh,
Yes,
Y
okay.
burnout.
That was an even better choice for him actually. Couldn't have to do too much.
No.
See, there's a trade right there, so again, very fortunate. Ooh,
Tradeo.
again, the trade. But see,
Lo
right
mata,
now, the
lo
trade
mata,
is
lo mata, lo mata.
completely in his favor. He goes
Overhead
for the
reset y lo
Mystic
mata. 1-0
Smash.
para
All
Mystic.
right.
And this is the thing, right? This is part of the meta right now. If you've got an overhead, you got to really watch out. Because I tell people, you
The
might have
over-
to just start standing up during combos now. Because when they do drive rush cancel,
The
if they
overhead
can identify that the
reset.
overhead combo will get the rounds, they will do so. That's what Mystic Smash did there. So 1-0 up. So here's Kimberly. Really impressed by what I'm seeing thus far.
Yeah, playing really, really well in this matchup right here. You can see the neutral. Oh, for that
Bueno.
crouching medium kick, yeah. One of the toughest things about Kimberly is that her standing medium kick is her best poke in the neutral, but that leaves her feet vulnerable to those crouching medium kicks just because she's
Ninja
walking
fire.
and standing so much.
He doesn't get the punish on the flash knuckle there. I'm not sure actually if that one was punishable to be honest with you, but
Oh boy. Oh wow, just
Ya,
goes for the level
sí,
1, trying to
Broski.
burn some drive gauge over there. but a
Punish
back throw
counter
away
back throw.
from Mystic Smash.
oh, early jump fierce there from
Y
Luke.
burnout. Esto parece
Who's
GG
trying to
para
go up
Mystic.
for the-
No, se
He was
mató.
trying to go for the OD air throw
Round
because he
para
saw he
Shakz.
burned himself out when he jumped in the air like that. So
And I know you can't parry in the air.
yeah. Thank goodness. Well, you know, oh man.
No, James, you wouldn't want that.
No, I don't
I know.
want that. I don't want that. All right.
Chase him down, get the meaty as well. Nice backdash there from Shakz.
Yeah. No cancel on that crouching medium kick, but he didn't want to burn himself out. He only had 2 bars at that point.
Slide there as well. Misses the perfect parry on the crouching fierce attempt. I like that he tried to identify. A button was coming there as well. He's in a dangerous spot here.
I think that was the medium touch. It does set up the plus 22 for the meaty overhead for Kimberly. Ow! That was a punish counter
He's
still.
gonna go
Okay.
for 3, I think. Not quite.
What's wrong?
He's in there though. He can definitely take this round there unless that anti-air prevents him from that scenario. Mystic Smash is burnt out. And this is not a very good spot for him, but he does have level 3 to work with.
it is.
And as I talk about a level 3, Pale Rider will equalize the set here between Shakz and Mystic Smash.
All right, so there we go. So Shakz takes game number 2, ties it up 1-1. But I do like this right now. Very, very close match between the two players. Try rush right in there.
This is the thing, right? The anti-airs have actually been helping out Mystic Smash like
Yeah.
a lot, because if you didn't get those like anti-airs, that's 50% in the corner. Your defensive options are terrible.
Because like I said, her crouching fierce is a great anti-air. And like I said, I've had it lose the loop jump attacks, but I think Mystic Smash's reaction is just so fast. You can catch Shakz so high up in the air before Shakz has had. Oh, nice. There's a mix-up right there, but just goes for the delayed throw.
Slows it down, but I like how Shakz has slowed down this whole set in its entirety here. Now he's in the driving seat. Let's Mystic Smash a lot of ideas to take this back. Gets another grab, and we're already at the corner, James.
Oh, he wasn't ready for it. We're going to get the mix-up here. Just goes for, goes for the air throw. Yep, that is Oki. You get plus frames off of that.
Oh, that could be the round. That could be the round. He's got to burn himself out. Yeah, and he's
gonna
going
go
to
for
go
the
for the
level
full
2.
thing. Level 1?
Level 1. Is that enough? Is this? Yeah, that's going to kill with the can especially. So there you go. Mystic Smash match point.
He actually needed the canister to get the round there, otherwise he would have ended there. So luckily, that feature, great footage of it actually working out for
Punish
him.
counter. What a nice drive rush timing. Goes for the overhead again. Catching Shakz off guard with some overhead. Oh, is he going to go for the fuzzy? No. Nice. And was able to recover in time off of that whiff throw.
Oh, time to go to work indeed. He's going to put him near burnout. He's going to threaten it with the drive gauge. He can actually do what he did before. He could do stand fierce, micro stand fierce, or drive rush cancel stand fierce again. But he's going to throw him this time instead for the mix-up.
Yeah, maybe worried about the perfect parry attempt on wake up or something. But here we go. Yep, that light vagabond edge into the throw. The classic went for the empty low. Good block by Shakz in that situation. No crouching fierces this time.
That was a very expensive ordeal for a low, you know. Oh, the jump! James, the jump!
There it is.
Oh man, he jumped into level 3. The fireball got him in trouble, and Mystic Smash is gonna book his place and go up against Rainpro in tomorrow's top 8. Yeah, what a set, man! It's full of surprises today. It's only been 2 matches.
Hey, well, look again. Mystic Smash catching Problem X off guard, right? And defeating Problem X earlier in the tournament, and now catching Shakz a little off guard as well. So Mystic Smash coming in here and doing some damage, and just looking really solid, really impressive with that Kimberly.
Yeah, from start to finish, looks like he knows what he's doing. Definitely been playing this character for a little while. I like that he implemented throws really well, but again, I think you observed it at the start, is the neutral game, the patience. He's with punishing Luke's buttons, which I think you can play neutral with him. When Luke wants to play neutral with you, you actually can with punish him. He had the anti-airs on point. I think Kimberly's buttons are extremely good. I remember Diaphone, shout out to Diaphone, he did a really good guide on talking about all of Kimberly's normal attacks. They are specific for all scenarios, but in those scenarios, they all do their job pretty damn well, so they deserve a pay rise in that regard. But then Shakz was fighting back, you know? He built it up, he built up his momentum, but he slowed down Mystic Smash's gameplay. And then again, a classic example, you just fell asleep at the wheel, right?
Yeah.
Mystic Smash caught you off guard with the drive rush cancel into the overhead. One bad fireball can make somebody else's day.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when Luke plays the game and slows it down and kind of plays more defensively, you know, he out-normals Kimberly. The Sandblaster is just such a problem to deal with, but you jump over one Sandblaster, and look at what you get, especially when you have that level 3 stocked up right there. So yeah, that was all Mystic Smash needed. He will be going up
Broski,
against
bueno.
Rainpro. He'll be going up against Guile, and that is definitely a matchup that I know most Kimberly players do not like to go up against. But
Bueno, it's
Mystic
time.
Smash has really been kind of
It's time
bucking the
to the
matchup
AKI
charts right now.
fire
So,
test.
you know,
We'll see. Again, Street Fighter 6 is full of surprises in this year. But yeah, let
O
us,
sea que va a ser Mystic
transition over
versus
to
Rainpro
speaking
mañana
of
en Top 8
surprises,
Winners.
we've got an Aki in the house over here.
Ahora vamos con
in the top
Broski
16
contra
with Broski. We have
Musclenoob.
not been seeing a lot of Akis at all in the top 16. Obviously, brand new character, but a lot of people don't think that she is quite as strong. But there are players like Broski who are doing work with this character. So,
well, you're looking at two of the most consistent streamers we have in the UK. Let's show Europe as well. So shout out to these guys who are being consistent with their streaming, providing Street Fighter content and improving each and every day. Broski's really been elevating his YouTube channel as well. Musclenoob, I'm not sure about his YouTube channel, but at one point, like, he had some of the most creative ideas, I think, for a Street Fighter game, especially what we had to work with at the time, especially during the pandemic or the lockdown era. But yes, Aki versus Ken. This is I've seen some of the tapes of Broski versus Angry Bird and Broski versus Phenom.
Yes.
It looks absolutely abysmal.
I mean, I literally saw these two playing on stream last night. I was
Wow.
watching Broski's channel,
Mitaki
and
only.
he fought Musclenoob on ranked. And yeah, he got run over by the Ken. You know, it's just.
¿Alguien tiene que
unfortunate
decir
kind of
algo
a
de ellos?
matchup,
Well,
so-
I'm pretty sure he's dying to tell us something about this matchup. We
A
do have
ver.
a quote from Broski.
¿Qué dice
here, so,
Broski?
let's see what he has got to say
Dilo,
in
Broski.
regards to that. I think I can win, but only if Twitch chat spams Aki's
Aki's cool while play.
Well, if you haven't spammed it already, get spammed.
Aki's
please.
cool.
Also, you can also say as well.
Can we chant it here on commentary as well?
You
Aki
can.
is cool. Aki is cool. Aki is cool.
I mean, I dabbled with her for a little bit, but again, not see there. I might revisit her after a while because, like, Broski has a lot of like faith and he's very optimistic about the character. And he, again, he's
Aki's
a very
cool,
studious
Aki's
person we
cool,
have. I
Aki's
think he's one
cool.
of the top 5 players
Aki's
in the UK. That's
cool.
my personal opinion.
Okay.
His mindset, his technical ability, again, he does like to steer away to strange characters a lot because he used to play JP and then he just got bored with JP and then,
Right.
you know, Aki offered something a little bit different. Like I said, I think it's an amalgamation of Guile and Fang combined, the
A
toxic
ver.
blossom being the retribution effect.
Right.
And he gets to work with it, and he's got some really cool conversions, especially into level 3.
And really interestingly enough, you know, I was talking to Automatic, who's been playing a lot of Aki as well, and you know, asked what his opinion of the character is.
Ahí vamos,
And he
Aki
basically
contra
said that
Ken, que este
he
match es a
actually
favor
works
de
better with her
de
than he
Ken
does with
y,
Jamie. And Jamie is a character
Moscow
that,
usando el
you
costume
know,
3
Automatic popped up a lot.
de Ken.
We can talk about Jamie when we get to it, because there's a Jamie
Qué
in the
buena.
bracket. Nice jump
A la
out there,
pared.
jumping
Yeah,
fierce.
this is important.
And already in the
No.
corner with the delayed back
Back
throw,
throw.
he's going to get 20% plus
Qué
more.
buena.
And it's going to be big damage here for
Yeah.
Broski. I'm not sure if he's going to go for the round. No.
Does here, yeah.
Oh, he might actually go for the round. Is he going for the level 2? He's going to go for the level 2.
Oh, wow.
Level two.
Okay, is this gonna kill?
No.
No, no mata,
just shy,
pero
but
está en la
Poison will
pared.
drain him all the way down. He
Se
just
murió
wakes up,
solo.
Musclenoob goes for the
Round para
ODDP.
Broski.
Round number 1 here with the Aki.
And that's a conversion I haven't seen before. This is what I like about watching Broski's Aki in particular, right? Always showing me a new conversion.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one to make note of for the mental notes over time. And that's going to be
No.
punished. That was a
Dry
very
reversal
late
es una
dry
basura
reversal.
porque
Will get you in trouble. And
es
back-to-back
muy negativo en
Just
block
goes for the throw, Smee
y te
throw
llevas
setup,
un
but
punish
Musclenoob
gratis con esto.
just doing the wake up ODDP again. That's what killed him in the last round, but you can't let that discourage you from doing it again.
Oh, gets hit with a fireball.
no.
Going to be a full conversion
Level
into
3,
the
lo mata.
level 3
Nos
from
vamos a
the
final
Jump
round
Snap
del
hit.
primer set.
And that will take us to a final round here. What that also means is he hasn't got super gauge to work with. Not a real problem here. I think he's got to watch out for EX Nightshade, because I think that's what Broski did put out before he tried to run behind it. And there's already the Serpent Lash.
No, hostia madre mía, quiso hacer antiaéreo, pero los antiaéreos en Street Fighter 6 no funcionan bien.
Right.
Oh dear.
Here we go, throw. Of course, that slide is also throwable as well. So, oof.
Bien, lo alejó.
Straight into the follow-up, gets the
El overhead.
The heavy Serpent Lash for the safe jump as well. Perfect parry on the down heavy punch in the air. Jumped over, and that recovery on that in the hurt box. That is terrible.
A la pared.
Here we go, corner position. Actually goes for the neutral jump shimmy for that throw. Burns himself out.
No lo mata
He
aún.
gets the hit
Yeah, he's
here.
got to do it. He's got to wake up level 3, man. He had no choice.
Level 3,
We're gonna
wake up
increase
level
the
3.
dosage on our
Farewell.
level 3. And can he win from this? I think he could. Not
No.
quite. No. It's because Musclenoob got
Pero
super.
sí puede ganar porque
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Musclenoob está en burnout.
Yeah, so he's just gonna keep throwing out these nightshades because it's just chipping away at him. No,
No,
He
se
tried to
mató
predict
solo.
another one.
Round para
He bet
Broski.
it all with the projectile invulnerability on run DP, and Broski didn't throw one out, and so Musclenoob is gonna go down one game.
It also could have been as well, James. He might have been banking on the chip. He might have been banking on the run Shoryuken chip damage.
Broski
This judgment,
Plotarmor.
it definitely goes a long way. He's going to get
Pa,
punished.
pa, 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 pa. Broski Plotarmor.
Punish counter combo.
Gets the cruel fake conversion there and a perfect
Perfect
parry.
parry,
Gonna
a la
send him straight
pared.
to the corner here. If Bro's going to backdash, will stay there. And he jumps out. Look how tricky and elusive he
Bien,
has to
ahí
be
sí
to
fue
make
bien
sure
usado el
Ken doesn't
reversal.
do Ken things.
Lloré, pero se quedó en burnout con eso. No.
Has to hold a lot of that pressure.
Ey, ya.
It's done.
Pared.
Oh, this is going
Own
to
it.
be huge. I don't know if Bro's going to go for a reset or play it safe here, but he's going to make sure that the toxic blossom effect is still on Musclenoob when it's done.
So there we go.
Own it.
Immediate-
Oh,
Oh,
this is
Lo
great.
mata,
This is
lo
great.
mata.
drive impact
And it's
in
going to do
there.
more damage. It will do more damage because he's already in the poison
Right.
state before that. That was such a
Match
sick
point
setup
para
there. Going down the
Broski.
orchid spring, going for a meaty DI there to make sure if I do hit you, I get more damage than that was set up before. This is sick.
All right, Broski, like I said, had trouble against Musclenoob. I watched him play last night, but Broski, he was even joking
Oh,
that,
a la pared.
I didn't practice for this event at all on his stream.
Man, he
But-
still practices Aki regardless. So.
Yeah.
No.
And again, one of those situations. I mean, if he's
Back
coming
throw,
into this,
te
maybe
vas a la
without
pared,
thinking-
Musclenoob.
without putting pressure on himself, that's sometimes the
Desde
most
throw.
dangerous kind of player when you're this good.
No.
And you're just,
Oh, okay.
Bien.
Got the overhead there. Let's not forget.
Esta
he's
vez
on
sí
bracket reset
barrió
already
la-
before. So, again,
barrió el
that's
overhead.
what we got in the UK,
Level
and
3.
That will be a level 3 here. And that will leave with a speck of health. But the problem is, if Musclenoob cannot close out
¿No lo
this
mata?
round,
No,
he's
no lo
finished.
mata.
You've got about 53%. And Broski's got CA. He's got to
Right.
close out the round.
oh
no.
boy. Okay, now for sure the next touch from Broski will kill. What a
He's
check!
mashing, mate. He's mashing. He knows he's mashing for his life,
boy.
James.
Oh,
No.
jump time. Dude, that's the second.
El recovery del proyectil de Aki es un asco.
Mystic Smash.
Es el proyectil con más recovery del
But
juego.
Musclenoob done it to
La
Broski earlier in this
reversa.
settler as well.
It's true.
He needs
Own
this
it.
round hit Musclenoob, otherwise he's done. And that is going
Buena.
to be the venomous strike. Gets a delay throw. He's
Punish
looking for
counter
burnout, James.
throw.
James.
If it gets hit, that lasts long enough. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't just go into the up serpent lash, because that would have led to.
We
that-
got- He's finished.
No,
Oh, no.
no salte.
Still
He's
alive.
dead.
Just
He's
gonna chip
dead.
him out here and you're going to get the level 3.
Ya no escapa,
Ooh,
es
the level
GG.
3 and that's it. Yeah.
Perfecto.
in the corner right
2-0 Broski
Yeah.
envía
So,
más con
if
Nova
you
Losers y se
actually
clasifica
get
top
the
8
opponent
Winner's
forward
Side.
and then throw them one time. The
El
next
Broski.
mix-up, you still have time
Broski,
to, cast out
Broski,
that, Toxic Blossom.
Broski.
I'm not sure Broski was. I think he probably thought he didn't quite have that, so he didn't go for it. But it didn't matter anyway. He got the burnout situation. He was probably just looking for that sequence to just get the chip.
Now, here's the thing. I know the fact that when Broski saw in the bracket he was going to fight Musclenoob, I can imagine he immediately went to trainer mode just to double check a couple of things. And again, you don't know what
Bueno.
Broski's going to do on defense. There's no fully invincible reversal outside of the level 3. Level 2, I think you can use it, I'm not quite sure, but it's like you're going to bank on level 3 more, right? You have your EX dash, it's not throw invincible. Parry, it's not throw invincible. So you have to backdash, right? And then you have to jump as well. And you saw Broski doing that a fair bit. Now, Broski
We're
is
having
extremely
top
optimal
8
with this character.
Guile,
And if you
Kim
are,
DJ,
if Broski's
and
your
Aki.
only source of experience with this character, then Godspeed. I hope everything works out for you. No signs of life. I think he burned himself out a bit too often, but his jump roundhouses against the Nightshade.
2-0 fue este match. Ahora se viene un corte de 5 minutos y tras esto se viene Lexx contra The Four Fields. JP versus Guile.
Did the meaty DI? We're like, okay. he might not practice for the event, but he still practices Aki. If you haven't seen that,
I mean,
take all the damage, baby.
we were talking about this earlier about, characters like Jamie, characters like Aki. This is where the, quote, low-tier heroes, I call them that, even though this game I don't think really has anyone that truly qualifies as a low-tier character in this game.
Careful what you say that, James.
I know, right? Gonna get a lot of people yelling, a lot of Lily players
A ver.
yelling at me over here, but I mean, still, for those characters that are not as popular to use, it's hard to find the training partners. And even if you do find a training partner, that player might not even be able to be as optimal as some of the, like, who do you go to learn how to fight Dhalsim? You can name like the players like on one hand, basically, right? And same kind of thing with Aki. How many Aki players out there are playing Aki at this level that Broski is playing at?
Yeah, it works in his favor really well, and that's why he's booked his place into top 8 winners for tomorrow there, and he'll be awaiting his opponent of 2 matchups he probably doesn't want to fight. It's either Guile or JP. Pick your poison. No pun intended.
Bien, corte de 5
I
minutos.
wish you could pick your poison, right?
Ha ha. She's not in the game, mate. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to bring her back, but if they do, maybe I'll start actively playing again. But yes, it's been a great time here watching competitive Street Fighter. But don't forget, the CPT is actually not over and done with. The last couple of events you're actually going to be seeing on the CPT are actually some of the most
Hikaru.
entertaining regions.
Yep.
Now, of course, we had to reschedule
Japan.
CPT Japan, so registration will be closing on Sunday, December 31st. So any Japanese players watching this, you have a whole month. Well, not a whole month, but you've got like less than 2 weeks to go. Get signed up.
841.
They had over 700 sign-ups before.
You're a glass half full kind of person
I
right
am.
now. So you had half a month, so you're like, you have a whole month.
More of 8,000 players for
Right, so
Japan CPT.
they had over 700 before. I'm not sure what the number is
Well,
now.
we just got word in our ears.
Is it 801? Wow, okay.
801 players.
Do you know what? Call me crazy. They actually might break the 1,000 mark. They actually might break the 1,000 mark. But you're going to look forward to that one. Only one guy can qualify and join Fudo alongside him for the CPT final.
Por eso USA Canada East el 13 de junio y luego el último US Canada Midwest el 20 de junio.
Look forward to that as well because again, Mena is qualified now, so that means Punk, Knuckledoo.
Yes.
And Mena said that he is not going to enter that. He is not going to gatekeep. But yeah, only one of Punk, Idom, and Knuckledoo.
It could be
and
someone
anybody else. Yes,
Could be someone
exactly.
And of course, we'll be ending things with US, Canada, Midwest as well. Keep an eye out for that one. These CPTs, you do not miss the tournament scheduled there as well. But
And the best way, honestly, to be watching these events, honestly, is right before you know that this event is
Top
gonna
3
come on
hard
and take
CPT
place.
events Japan.
Open up your Chipotle app. Order some Chipotle from there. Go to the restaurant and just pick up your food almost instantaneously, especially the carne asada, because that is limited time.
Carne asada!
And, only here
Of
for
course.
a short period of time. But grab yourself a nice burrito
It's the hardest
bowl
one to
with
qualify.
some carne asada. Get yourself a side of chips. And you know what? I always get enough points on my Chipotle app that I just get the side of chips for free all the
Hardest.
time. And then sit down and enjoy some Chipotle while watching these CPT online.
great food and some great street fight over the weekend. Can't complain. But hey, let me tell you what we are going to do is we're going to take a temporary intermission. And when we come back with 4 fills going up against Lexx. See you in a couple of minutes.
Chipotle's carne asada is back.
Japan have 2.
It's our most tender cuts of steak.
Fudo en
grilled and
Gachikun.
seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander.
2.
With fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
With the
Showtime, baby! Final game, final round! You couldn't find a better story. Get into the ring! God, I know, dog, my soul. All of my thoughts be dogs like coke. Up to the party, y'all don't want smoke.
otra vez. And maybe 4. Gachikun Rashid en Fudo DJ. Sí. The same Gachikun. Gonna DQ. Ok, veamos acá. 58. Por Lexx. El equipo Mouse. Guile. Esto es el Monster Hunter. El Monster Hunter. Lo siento por la publicidad. Son cosas de Twitch. Y acá. Ok. Lexx. Lexx versus The Four Fields. Para decir el top 8 winners. Ya hasta ahora el lado de winners está entre Rainpro versus Mythic Smash. Y ahora Broski esperando al que gane entre Four Fields versus Lexx. O sea, posiblemente podríamos tener dos Guiles si Lexx le gana a Four Fields. Dos Guiles, una Aki y una Kimberly DJ en top 8 Winners Side. El Monster Hunter. 2025 va a ser el nuevo Monster Hunter de Capcom. 2025. ¿Se viene entrevista? Guile. Lexx play pool Guile. ¿Entrevista? Entrevista.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of the CPT season. I don't even want to call it the end. I will say the culmination, which is Capcom Cup. But as far as the CPT, we do still have a few events left. A couple of them. First and foremost, of course, we have CPT Japan. All of those phenomenal players. Brian, what is going to happen there? I don't even know. It's crazy.
I can't call what's going to happen. Anyone who claims to know who's going to qualify out of Japan is absolutely lying to you. By far the most competitively dense region on the planet. And this event has 782 registrants at the time of this recording. So it could even go up before the actual event goes live. By far the largest CPT event. And by far the most competitively dense region. So it's going to be one of the most highly watched. People look out for that. But then following that up, we have CPT North America East, which what it might not have is in terms of people entering, it makes up a drop. I mean, this region is just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, NA East is, I would say for me, the most exciting region overall to watch, just because, of course, now, of course, Mena did qualify, but you still have Punk, you still have Adam, you still have Knuckle Dang, and then, of course, Space Boy and so many other phenomenal players. But that big three that's left there, seeing who's going to qualify out of that, and unfortunately, who's not going to qualify, absolute insanity. And then keeping it in NA as far as the CPT online events we have left. My co-host, Brian F., will be trying to make it back into Capcom Cup because we have NA Midwest. Brian, I know you're ready for
Midwest.
that. I know I am.
La región del Brian F. y el Rob.
Maybe, break some hearts, ruin some dreams, and, go, ghost my way into Capcom Cup.
Dual Kevin posiblemente va a entrar para gatekeepear el premio de dinero.
This region is going to be competing again. UK World Warrior will be coming up, so you're going to see somebody qualify in the CPT event today for the UK CPT. They'll have another shot with the UK World Warrior, and that leaves only after that the LCQ for the final spot for Capcom Cup right before the show actually begins, which may be the most hype event of them all. You know, the LCQ is like a special place in the heart of the FGC. It's like a special tradition at this point for the Capcom Cup, and last year. Jen won the LCQ, went all the way to the grand finals. The person who wins this one might make a big splash in the bracket as well. We'll have to see how the action all shakes up.
All right, everyone, and welcome back to today's CPT UK&Ireland backyard. We're here to commentate some action here. 3 games have already happened, so we've got Mystic Smash, Rainpro, and Broski qualified for tomorrow's top 8 winners. Now we're moving swiftly on to Lexx versus Four Fields. Myself, Jammers, alongside James Chen. This is not an online broadcast. We're in person. The tournament's online, but we're in person.
Again, Jammer's in his element. No matter what he tells you, the HD stands for Hollywood in his
Well,
Twitter
look, okay.
handle.
No,
okay?
it doesn't mean that. It just means high definition, right? And listen, I've had a long day, James. I came here, but my suitcase didn't. So
what is it with you Brits having trouble with the suitcases all the time? Didn't that just happen to Logan recently?
look,
So
I don't know. I'm
Lo
actually in
siento.
between breaks. I'm trying to find out the situation with my suitcase. So no, we'll get onto that. But hey, I enjoy some Street Fighter.
yeah,
With
there
you
you
here,
go,
get on
some
with it.
solace
So-
right there, right? So
Listen, balance it out. You know, balance is a key word in life these days. But yeah, we're gonna be moving on to our next match here, our last match of
Aquí
top
vamos.
16 winners here.
Lexx
Four fields,
versus
and
the four
this is
fields.
how the bracket has
JP
panned out
versus
thus far,
Guile.
looking good.
Otro Guile.
No real surprises there.
Primero
Some
Rainpro y
people
ahora
picked
Lexx.
Rainpro to be a favorite. Mystic Smash. I wasn't expecting to get this far with the Kimberly. I thought the DJ was coming
Right.
full force.
Mhm,
There's no DJ to be seen, so it's actually been working out here.
But
JP
I know
versus Guile.
you have a lot to say about this matchup here.
Yeah.
Guile versus JP.
So first of all, we've got another Guile invader. It seems to be a common denominator here. It seems that Guile might be pretty good. I'm not sure here. Now, four fields, he stuck with the JP. He started out with Kimberly, but then wasn't really feeling it, at least from my knowledge. He didn't play the game for about a couple of weeks, and he came back full force, and he started learning JP. He's been playing JP ever since. You see him in SFL, represented Team Wolves with the JP as well. But Lexx has only been going up and up, right? Because if you look at his results from SF5, going into SF6, especially when he moved over to the UK, his results just been going up and up. And then he really put a monkey wrench in the works when he won Bracket Reset World War number 5. He changed the whole leaderboard by winning that. Not by collecting points, by winning it. And I tell you what, man, this guy is such a great person to talk to. He's very chill. He was recently in Japan as well. So he's over there for a
Where's
little
he
trip.
originally from again?
He's from the US.
US,
But
okay.
obviously he's staying in the UK for a little while, I believe. And then obviously he went to Japan on holiday. And he got some training over there. He's come back. Now this matchup here, there's been a lot of talk about it.
I mean, originally, obviously, JP was considered a hard counter to Guile because
I still
he
think he is.
outzoned him. But, you know, Knuckle-Doo, I remember talking to him early on, and he was like, this match is horrible. But then Knuckle-Doo, like, his Cammy wouldn't work against JP's, and his Guile would start to do better. So, I mean, I feel like this match is not as lopsided as it was before.
Well, already, JP is done. That's going to be the first round. Here's the thing. JP doesn't know when Guile's going to be offensive. And just like we say, you've got to make Guile feel unsafe throwing Sonic Booms, you've got to make JP unsafe throwing the Phantom. Now, if you throw enough Sonic Booms, what's JP going to do? EX Torble on the Phantoms. And if you jump that on hard read, that means you're already in JP's head, right? He's already parrying right now. Now, we're not saying Guile cannot throw Sonic Booms. You just can't throw as many as you want.
Right.
That's it.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just one of those situations where when the game first comes out, everything that you want to do with Guile, wow, that jump attack just ate up Guile's crouching heavy punch. Wasn't a punish counter though, so it wasn't going to be that much extra damage.
And another huge thing about this matchup as well, what I think it leans towards Guile, they're like kind of contradicting their own argument, is if Guile doesn't miss an anti-air in this matchup, yeah, things are actually a lot easier for him. Because he goes back to neutral, go back to Sonic Boom, you can really pile on the pressure. Working out for Lexx here as well.
Yeah, it's like I say, you know, when a game first comes out,
No,
that was a
he wanted stand fierce or crowd
yeah, that was it right there.
Punish,
And that is
yeah.
a punish right there. So now Lexx here about to try to steal this round that he wasn't supposed to win. And he does it with an overhead, no wake up from the four fills at all.
That's right, Lexx, keep winning. You're gonna contradict your argument, keep winning, yes.
I mean, like I said, you know, the game plan that Guile wants to play, that he knows that he can play, does not work against JP. You know, so obviously when the game first comes out, it's going to feel like this matchup sucks because it's like everything you want to do doesn't work.
Yeah, but then what you have to remember is the drive system allows both these characters that can zone to be incredibly offensive, and they've got some potent buttons and great conversions as well. Nice punish counter with the upside down kick here as well.
I mean, honestly, JP, I feel like his offense is what makes him top tier right now, more so than even his defense is. Cause
Well, he doesn't possess a bad button, I'll tell you that. And I think that's going to be the round.
Speaking of good buttons right there, you saw one of them, that crouching strong. Oh my gosh, it reaches so far and, you know, get the drive cancel afterwards. And
The thing is, what Four Fields needs to do, if he gets the space and time to do so, if he puts out a departure and just let it automatically detonate, Lexx will slow down. He either forces Lexx to go forward, or he slows down. I swipe there, but couldn't get full conversion there.
Could have gotten a lot more off of that. Oh,
What a
now
good
he's
punish.
close. Yeah, I mean that's about all Guile can get after
damage,
that, but you know, it's definitely worth it. Oh, just goes for the low. Caught Lexx in the leg.
Yeah, okay, he's teleported in, but if he lets that rock, that means Guile has to stay stationary for a moment period of time. So it allows JP to regain control. But Four Fields is setting up the departure, and he's literally releasing it as soon
He's
as
manually
possible.
triggering it, yeah. Oh, that was a whiff cancel. That was 3 meters for that drive rush, which means he's about to get burned out here. And that didn't even have a chance to happen. Lexx just basically ran him over at that point, and now Lexx is at match point.
Dude, he's basically overwhelming Four Fields at every different angle here. Trade on the bazooka knee follow-up here. And there's some uncharacteristic conversion from Four Fields, so I'm not sure if he's expecting this kind of style from Lexx. I don't know how often he faces him online these days, but again, if he could just set up the departure and just let it stay on the screen.
Yeah, it just kind of, I mean, Guile, again, you know, to get out of the range of that departure, he's got to walk, which makes him lose his charge. But here we go. This is going to be near burnout here.
Well, he's got a level 3 here, so I don't know. Four Fields can still turn this around unless Lexx moves forward. What a
here we
conversion.
go.
He
Okay.
has to go to the level 3.
Yeah,
He's got to do
You
it.
got to do it right now, because you got to build back a bunch of your drive gauge.
So what this means is, because it's a CA version, he's not up close, he's full screen, James. JP's full screen now. He can do departure if he wants to, yeah, and he will set up one. Just let it rock, let it rock, let it cook. Oh no, if that didn't hit him, it would have worked, it would have got
Yeah,
the
but
round.
he got hit by the sonic boom, so the departure disappeared.
He disappeared right on cue, he can't let him jump either.
Oh no, the forward heavy kick. He was trying to catch Lexx, maybe walking forward, but unfortunately all it did was leave himself vulnerable afterwards. And I don't know if that was a true punish counter, but still he
He
was
said
so,
punish counter.
it was punish counter. Okay, there it was. So, oh, that is unfortunate. Going for that kind of a hard read with that forward heavy kick at the end. And yeah, Lexx.
Crazy.
Lexx, you know,
Well done, Lexx.
winning that unwinnable matchup. Is that what Lexx has said?
Look, if I had to really, you know, really go into the particulars of everything about it, I'd probably say right now, because remember, the Guile players had to go away and learn about the matchup,
Yeah.
why it's more difficult than just the Phantom overriding your projectile with the projectile break system. They've learned this stuff. Now I think the JP players, not all of them, I think some of the JP players are asleep at the wheel. Because it's a matchup they're supposed to win on paper, they haven't necessarily practiced everything. So when the JP players go back and find some tech, I reckon we'll see this sway back into JP's favor.
I've always said this, when you play a fighting game, the matchup that you study the most, the matchup that you practice the most is the ones that you lose.
Yes.
Right? So, you know, in this situation, the Guile players are going to study this matchup. I mean, keep in mind, remember when the game first came out, all the JP players said, you know what's a bad matchup? Cammy. And now JPs are beating Cammy.
Yeah, look at-
punish counter, yeah.
Dude, that's it, punish counter.
Yeah. But like I said, the JPs used to lose to the Cammies, and now I don't feel like that's a bad matchup necessarily.
So sorry to cut you off there, because I'm looking at this now. Broski, the two characters, as far as I know when I watch him play,
Right.
doesn't like Ken and he doesn't like Guile, because there's a couple of things he's tried. He's really baited Guile into doing things that should be punishable, and Aki just can't catch them.
Yeah.
So I imagine he's going to go to the lab tonight, because obviously they're 8 hours ahead of where I am right now. And he'll do as much studying as he can. Maybe not. Maybe just might have a meal, a good night's sleep, and go, look, whatever happens, happen, because in top 8 winners side, Lexx is there as well. So the two Guile invaders are in top 8
Ooh,
winners.
You're right. And the funny thing is, Broski, obviously before Aki was playing JP, and Lexx just took out JP. He just took out Four
Look,
Fields.
Bolt Strike tried to use JP against Lexx earlier today and it didn't work. Like, come on. The Guile players are ready now, but this is what our top 8 winner side look like right now. Kimberly versus Guile and Aki versus Guile.
Wow. That is not a top 4 on winner's side that you would have expected here. So, I mean, the Guiles, sure, but Kimberly and Aki, that is definitely throwing all the fantasy charts.
Oh, fantasy brackets.
Yeah,
Well,
fantasy
look,
brackets are all ruined now.
I said this with SF5, I'll say it with SF6 as well. When you come over to EU, it's Alice in Wonderland. I'll give you talking doorknobs, I'll give you flying house keys, I'll give you whatever you want, right? Because it's all there, you don't expect it. But if we drop down into the losers side, now again, if you
Vamos
are just
ahí,
joining,
Pingutaro contra
there are two
Vegachamp.
names that you have not seen on the top side or this side either. That is Problem X and Hurricane, which means this top 16 losers side is almost a toss-up for me.
Es
Because there's some
completamente
names
nuevo.
in that round 1 that could probably take out some of the guys in round 2, or surprise them at least. But that top 8 round 2 there, 4 Fields, Musclenoob, Shakz, and Ending Walker.
Para el que
that
gane de
could be
Pingutaro
your top
Vegachamp
eight
se enfrentará a
losers. That could be
Forfield.
your-
El que gane de
But
Launch
also,
Suleymon se
we
enfrentará a
can't ignore the guys
Musclenoob.
who've worked their way here to fight
El
two
de
for
Arismania
next
Joker
top
se enfrentará
We're
a
actually gonna
Ello
go
a
to our
Jax
round
y
one
el de
match here
Shift
right now.
Mopulapo se
With
enfrentará
Pingutaro
a Walker.
up against Vegachamp. So,
And again, these are
Y aquí
two
vamos,
players
JP
that
contra
I am
Jamie.
not as familiar with here. Pingutaro, wow, very young at 18 years old here. And Vegachamp at 23, also pretty young.
Pingutaro's got more hair than I'll ever have. What the? Damn, I love his hair. I hope he's taking good care of it.
Jamie versus JP.
You might have to talk to Ringe.
Him and
Talk to Ringe.
yeah, and Mystic Smash, they all need to go and form like a little club over here or something. So
He might have to hand over some of his hair products to me. Who knows? But yes, 18 years of age there. Pingutaro using the JP. He actually made top 8 in one of our World Wars. I think it was 2 and 3. I think he
Okay,
did.
okay.
Pretty strong JP player. And I usually say, I don't know his full historical background with fighting games, but usually when someone's new to Street Fighter 6 and they've come through, it's either JP or Ken they gravitate towards too. I kind of noticed a pattern there. Vegachamp. It says he uses Jamie. Now, this is the name I saw knock Hurricane out of the bracket after Hurricane lost to Rainpro. Hurricane has this thing, and I was actually with Hurricane before I left. I was literally with Hurricane on Thursday.
Oh, no.
We were talking about the bracket, and he said, I want to fight Ending Walker winners, I want to do this, and I saw the bracket this morning. I said, what happened? So I looked at what happened, and I saw Vegachamp's Jamie beat him. I said, okay, so he's beating you because you don't know the matchup as
Y aquí
well.
vamos.
And we saw that
JP
in bracket
versus
we saw
Jamie.
before when Broski beat Hurricane in the finals. with Aki.
oh, with Aki, okay.
It's evidently clear when he doesn't know a matchup. Not throwing shade at Hurricane, but I can tell when you don't know.
Yeah, and again, like I said, it's hard because it's hard to find people to practice against with those characters. They are a lot rarer.
Well, one character gets spoken about in abundance. The other character almost doesn't get spoken about in high regard or anything because of the lack of things he has, for lack of a better description. But these guys are almost near burnout. Nice frame trap with the stand roundhouse there for Pingutaro.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the safe jump as well, dude.
Yeah, you gotta know about these safe jump setups, and there we go, gets the stun here.
He can reset him after this. He can actually reset him after this. Oh no, that's the round. I think that's the round.
He's gonna level. Is this gonna kill? Not quite.
Last combo.
But
That's
yeah,
plus.
that's meaty. I mean, the fact that spike is -2 normally.
It's +1 at best.
I think so, yeah. But even on burnout, it becomes plus. And it's
What's crazy as well about the spike that you bring up, right? It's -2 from anywhere he does it.
yeah, Like you would imagine that thing would be like -6 or something like that, but. Oh, nice. Gets that jumping medium kick. And again, one of the most powerful things about JP, one of the most underrated things, is the fact that everything that he does juggles and also knocks
I
down.
think that's the round. Yeah, that's the round. You're in burnout. It's a perfect KO. Pingutaro showing you why this guy is pretty damn solid at this game. Like I said, he came top 8 in 2 of our World Warriors. I think he was on the tail end, joined 5th, joined 7th. But again, he had to go through a fair bit of strong competition there. And he's already proven to you why. He's a huge fan of JP, Mr. Juggle Points himself.
Yeah, Vegachamp jumped right back into this match. No delay at all. So he just wanted to get back in here. Yeah, that's one of the toughest things about this matchup. It's hard to get those drinks from across the screen, and Departure was all there waiting.
There you go. That's going to be the round. But the thing is, James, he's focusing on, having a drink, celebrating, having a good time, and leveling up. He can just do drive rush forward, HK, drive rush stand fist if Pingutaro doesn't beat into the punch.
Right.
You need to scare Pingutaro before you drink up. He's not been doing that. Nice roundhouse cancel. Straight into the arrow kick DP. Did a safe jump, but...
Yeah. Oh, but he accidentally burned himself out trying to parry.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good
it.
reaction. Okay, there we go.
With the level 1 breaking, they're going to send him full screen. He's not going to get a drink either because Swagger Step did get stopped by a Phantom in the process. He's a goblin.
Yeah, now he's just sitting here taking a lot of chip, but he's got a lot of life. So I think it's okay if he just sits here and takes the chip until he gains it back. Wow, what was he going for that sweep? Was he going for a forward heavy kick and he just accidentally didn't let go of crouch fast enough? I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, nice roundhouse.
Just run into that. But it was only a counter hit. That's not that bad. And he burnt him out with that jump attack. So this is a great situation. He just goes for the overhead. Vegachamp gonna take this round here.
Dude,
oh no,
what? Hang on a minute. Why did you go for the most scaled combo? You actually might lose the game because of that combo.
Oh god.
Dude. Oh, please no. He's not going to build level 1 in time, surely. Yeah, he's not. Because it's a whole combo, you can't build meter while the level 2 combo is still happening. So, yes. And that will be the
He
round.
didn't spend the meter.
Well, okay, he didn't spend the meter, but why did he do so many jabs? 'Cause
Right.
I'm pretty sure from drive rush cancels, I'm not. I need to double check Jamie. I'm pretty sure the vast majority of characters can do some form of jab into a heavy,
Right.
if not a medium. And I just saw drive rush, jab.
His standing heavy punch is 5 frames at the closest range. So
And you
it's
can
got to be able to.
You can special cancel at any point.
Right. I mean, it has to be
I don't know.
comboable from a light. Like, there's just like mathematically no way that it's not off of a drive rush. But you know what? I mean, sometimes you just weren't sure, and so you just kind of hit the jabs until you get to confirm.
Yeah, okay, so, right, what I was saying to him to do before, Pingutaro already perfect parried it. So that's probably why he resorted to trying to get the drink. So you notice that, okay, Pingutaro's just not letting him drink. Every time Lavushka level 2 is activated, I don't think he blocks one, because he was always in burnout.
Yeah.
And that's the best time to use the super art
It's
level
basically, you can't survive that situation, honestly. Like,
Right, this.
yeah. Then another 2 jabs afterwards, so.
Okay, I've definitely got to check the numbers, because I'm pretty sure maybe jab, crouch, fist, heavy swagger step, something else.
Yeah, because I forgot that he had 2 of those cancels in there, and that gives him plenty of time to know what he's supposed to do after the second one, at least.
Even then, right? Because you could have done like a jab, low forward, or that would have increased the scaling. So maybe a medium punch, then drive rush cancel, and that would have gone medium into heavy. So there definitely could have been a much more like damaging combo there. You left like too much on the table for me. That's me being finicky about like damage outputs.
I mean, unfortunately, that does mean Vegachamp is out of the tournament. So we did lose our resident Jamie player over here. So, and that does mean that we may get the JP mirror in round number 2.
Oh no, we'll probably get that. Yeah, 4 fills and Pingutaro, I think we'll get a JP.
Yeah.
I think we'll get.
So that's going to be fun times here. But we're going to be moving on to the next match, which is Launch and Suleymon.
Speaking of JPs, Launch is another JP player going up against Guild Esports' very own Suleymon. So well done to Launch, honestly, because I remember him from SF5. He was a Manat player, and I think he got really good at the tail end of SF5. They use Manat as well.
So obviously he likes his zoning, space controlling characters.
But
here.
then, what we were talking about before, if you were late to the game, because again, sometimes I think he looks like a fast learner to me, but the problem was the people above him knew too much. So he just didn't know all the intricacies about SF5. When FF6 came out, he must have been salivating at the mouth, man. He said, "Oh wait, we're all going to be at the same starting line."
Right.
Like, okay.
And the zoning character is kind of good, you know.
Yeah, it's working out for him right now. He's here. Going up against Suleymon. So for those who don't know, myself and Suleymon were part of a show on Sky TV, one of our huge TV channels in the UK, called the Sky Sweat Room. We played Street Fighter 6, and the winner got a professional contract for a Guild Esports, which led to SFL. Suleymon beat TKR in the finals. That Musclenoob was there as well. Flawless Deku was there. There was tons of people there. And Suleymon won that. And you do see him part of SFL. There's an interview he's done with David Beckham as well on the Guild Esports channel.
Oh, I remember seeing something about that.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, interestingly enough, I do think Kimberly fights JP fairly decently.
Lord Venom did say this is one of the matchups that he doesn't like when he's using when he's using JP. So I can see that.
She just has the ability to get across the screen almost instantaneously, whether it's run, slide, or teleport. Now, obviously, if you use those, obviously, you're going to get killed. But that means that JP has to work harder at predicting where you're going to be with the ground spikes.
Well, here's the thing. That's all well and good. Nice reset into the Embrace Commando. That's all well and good, but if JP decides to move towards Kimberly and test the Kimberly player's defense, that theory goes out of the window.
Yeah, and this is where JP's can kill Kimberly. Is like I said, I feel like JP's offense is one of the things that makes him super strong, and in a way I almost feel like he has a more elegant corner pressure than even Kimberly does, you know.
I can see that. Level 2 though, what's he going to force out of him? Drive reversal.
Okay, nice.
That's probably what he wanted.
Yeah.
Because it gives him less drive gauge to work, which evidently leaves you closer to burnout. So I can see that being a good thing.
Yeah, and again, Kimberly can be pretty drive gauge starved. But so far, Suleymon has done a good job staying out. Oh, he tried to go for the fancy setup, but he was able to land a block and throw in time.
What kind of interaction was that worked out? Launch there, that's -10, so you got to be very careful. Gonna get thrown. We're going to see a DI, not quite.
Oh, gets the bait off of the throw with the neutral jump. JP tall enough, easy to hit him.
Damn,
So there we
I'm,
go.
I'm still thinking about that interaction with the bomb and the
'Cause
safe jump and the...
He triggered the amnesia with the Tatsu, but there were 2 more hits.
Yeah.
What Launch should have did was just crouch, because that move can't. If you Tiger Knee,
But
the spin kick, it can't hit you.
The canister. He's worried about the canister.
Right, that's right. I forgot the can was still out there.
There's the level 3 there. Nice anti of the crouching fist from Launch. He's going to activate Labushki to make life a lot easier for him.
Try to
because-
burn him out. Try
Yes.
to burn him out.
That's what he wanted, just the burnout scenario. Anything else would have been a huge bonus for him.
But here we go. Now you're gonna. Oh, but see again the teleports, and now the overhead is gonna be able to combo. He goes for the light Tatsu. Interesting.
Right, here we go. Almost about to be fully
Yeah.
rejuvenated. Here is Suleymon, and as soon as dude, as soon as he's revitalized there, perfect parry, dry rush in there. Guess 1-0 on the board there with Suleymon.
What a counter to the Phantom.
So, can I just preface this by saying as well, Launch lost to Mystic Smashes Kimberly early in the bracket.
Okay,
and then he
okay.
beat, this is the person that beat Problem X on the loser side, by
Right.
the way. And then Suleymon lost to Shakz in winners. I need to double check who he beat in losers here. So.
Oh man, Suleymon is just going in right now. He
And
is-
rightly so.
Yeah, of course. I mean that's the Kimberly's MO at this point. Oh, there we go. Checks the teleport forward. Yeah, ready for it that time. Oh, departure hit from far away.
Nice throw take. It seems that Suleymon beat Jones Arcade.
Oh,
so
okay,
can't
okay.
play. Shout out to
Level
Jones.
2, is this gonna kill?
That might do it.
Oh, there we go.
Lucian Scramble doing its job here. Launch might be making an early exit in the bracket. But Suleiman's
man.
Kimberly is overthrowing him really well here. Nice anti at the crouch. He's been super consistent with that. And another Labushka here. Is he looking for the burnout, the drive reversal?
Yeah, look at this. Oh boy, and then finally gets the overhead there. Gets some damage, but you know what? Still not burned out yet.
Well, that's the risk you take. If you're not going to do anything during the level 2, you risk yourself getting hit.
Yeah.
And 2 bars for 20-25%, not too bad. But
Yeah, he's not. Suleymon tried so hard not to block because he was pixels away from getting burned out. So he just got hit by everything. He couldn't find that opportunity. And yeah, you can empty jump on Kimberly and try to avoid that crouching heavy punch.
Alright, gonna go for the sprint follow-up, and then goes the amnesia. What's the mix-up gonna be here? And he gets the grab regardless. 20%, I'll take that any day of the week. And another crouching hard punch anti for perfect parries.
Punch
Good tool.
counter.
Here
we go. Goes for the double crouching medium kick. Another follow-up. And now the shimmy.
Is that gonna be the round? He's gonna build level 3 in time, James. I think that's it.
Oh,
We
yeah,
see a
you're
solid
right.
2-0.
There we go. Into the Vagabond Edge into level 3. And Suleymon is going to take it 2-0. And unfortunately, we have a failure to launch here, and he will be out of the tournament.
Maybe they turned the wrong dial in the rocket, or maybe they didn't fuel up properly. But yes, Suleymon takes it over launch there. 2-0. Commiserations to Launch and Vegachamp as well.
And you saw, you know, like I was talking about the matchup, or, you know, one of the things that's harder for JP to do is really to keep Kimberly at bay. She's so good at moving within the field that, you know, you can't, you know, when you normally make someone block a ground spike, you're like, okay, do I predict he's going to stay in place or they're going to move a little bit forward? But Kimberly runs slide, teleport, OD teleport.
So there's a wider space to be more cognizant
Yes.
of. It's not just the traditional, oh, okay, after this spike they dash forward or jump, where
Right.
the stalagmite will catch you anyway,
Yes.
right? I think the other thing for me here was Suleymon wasn't afraid to put himself in burnout to avoid the level 2 if necessary. Had the conversions, got the shimmies there as well. This is the thing, because whatever combo JP does, it's like, what do you do afterwards? The thought process is, what do you do afterwards? Because, like you said, the run slide, that could be a huge thing, maybe a raw jump. What also probably threw Launch off guard was perfect parrying the Phantoms, because just like Sonic Boom, I don't know when you're gonna perfect parry a Phantom for then move forward. You just don't know that. That's the mind game in the game.
And it's one of the toughest things because it is so difficult, like you said, to perfect parry these Phantoms and Sonic Booms. Can you really justify not throwing those projectiles? They're so strong, you know, that you're almost more willing to bet that they aren't going to perfect parry them. And if they do, all you can do is just be like, you know, applaud, just be like, good stuff.
That's it. It's a 2-frame window. And then as the game and the meta develops, now we might start steering our questions towards saying, okay, projectiles may be a bit too strong to... Is a projectile good in this scenario? I don't know. I don't know many people that practice perfect parrying projectiles in that regard. But again, we'll see as things go down the line. But yes, Musclenoob will be going up against Suleymon in loser side top 16 round 2. So no, this has been pretty damn good. And we still got a couple of losers round 1 matches here to go in the top 16. But James, talk to me.
Yeah, before we get there, let's just talk about Buckler's boot camp here.
Oh.
Yes, this
You
is...
saying I don't know enough about the game, James? You saying I
That's
need
right,
more
Jammer.
assistance?
Jammer, you need to check out Buckler's boot camp, okay? Because this is a free game-linked, mobile-friendly website, and it's got all sorts of information there to help you enjoy Street Fighter 6 even more than you already do. There is player data, friends, clubs, ranking information, and so much more at the tip of your fingertips, just ready for you to access.
Oh, thank you, James.
So you can find other information on characters, in-game events, rewards, updates, and yeah, check it out. You can also just just take a picture of that QR code on your screen, head over there, and again, you get so much information from Buckler's Boot Camp. Of course, the president of Buckler's Boot Camp is all ready for you to check that out. So
Indeed. And of course, like we said, competitive Street Fighter, that's what we all know well and love. But the CPT is not the only thing that happens throughout a regular season. We also have SFL happening. We had SFL US happen over today. I think, no, it's not today. SFL US happened already. We had SFL EU happen while I was traveling. And I think SFL Japan, the playoff stages have begun already.
So we're at multiple stages right now.
Yes.
US is nearing the end, and then EU is about a little over halfway
Yeah,
through.
so we still need to get into our second leg.
Yes.
I think we're still in the first half. So yes, of course, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. PST, you can find SFL US there. Make sure you follow Catcom Fires on the follow social media outlets, the Twitch and the YouTube channel. If you don't catch the live stream, they chop up the matches, they put the broadcast on YouTube, so you can actually enjoy all 6 teams featuring SFL US in the action there as well. And like I said, SFL EU happens every Friday from 7 p.m. UK time, where you see myself, F-Word, and Logan, and all some of the players you see here and different parts of Europe participating in that league as well. Hope you guys can join us on those respective days for more competitive Street Fighter.
And again, you know, if you haven't been checking out Street Fighter League EU, I definitely recommend it. Like I said, you guys have been doing a wonderful job. It's been vastly entered. The matches have been ridiculous.
Our predictions are terrible, but I'm just going to put it out there. Our predictions, all right.
I mean, F-Word sounds like he's, you know, he's always right? That's what he claims. in
Well,
any
listen,
case, so.
when he's right, I'll let him over the credit. When he's wrong, he just looks at me, and I was like, well, I had no part of it. Caught the camera anyway, but you know what? give him his props when he needs to, you know? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have been enjoying the action. But we are going to take another short break here. When we come back, we're going to be going through these losers matches because some people got to go home. So see you in a bit.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah, the avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Sure thing. Let's dance.
Aquí estoy. A ver cómo va esto. No, stop. Here. Go. Here. Years. Boom. Street Fighter 6. Vamos con el penúltimo match de Losers. No sé quién ganó entre Launch y Suleymon, pero ya preguntaré. 43. Voy a ir por Joker. Suleymon Kim.
Yo, just off of the outfit alone, I feel like I'm doing my first interview with a multi-platinum recording artist. But in actuality, it is with one of the best players from the UK, and of course, one of the most dominant players near the Street Fighter 5, Four Fields. What's up with you, man?
It was good, Rob. I'm doing good, feeling good. It's a little late over here, but you know I gotta pull up for the content.
You're the reigning CPT 2023 champion right now. You actually are back to defend your title. You qualified for the final Capcom Cup for Street Fighter 5. Coming to Street Fighter 6, though, you know, you're playing some JPs last I've seen in all the World Warrior events. And talk a little bit about how that process has been for you, going to a new game, having to kind of start over and learn a new skill set, and how improving and ramping up has been.
Coming to Street Fighter 6 has been definitely different. And yeah, it's been sort of like a fresh start. And my first World Warrior event, I believe I lost my first game, actually. I didn't do well. I lost my first game. So yeah, having to come back from that and trying to stay consistent, still make the top 8 for the finals. It's been tough, but trying to make it happen.
So, you know, you talk about back in season 1 of Street Fighter 5, you were just playing for fun, you weren't even trying to compete or anything like that. So at that time, you couldn't fathom that Four Fields would be this like worldwide known name and, you know, travel to all of these places, all expenses paid, competing against the other best players in the world. So I gotta ask you, man, what is your favorite Street Fighter memory? As far as competition or, you know, favorite event you've been invited to, what's your favorite moment and why?
Okay, so my favorite moment is in my Street Fighter history career. The first time I qualified to the cup, even though it got cancelled, it didn't happen. You qualified also, Rob, so I know you were feeling some type of way
right?
too.
All three of us did.
I think we're all alumni of the 2021 class, I believe, who got canceled.
It's between that moment when I qualified for the first time and winning Street Fighter League, Street Fighter 5.
So okay, so they both felt amazing in different ways. Would you say?
100%, because Street Fighter League is a team event. So that, and we went, you know, Street Fighter League happens within a set amount of time. So day in and day out as
You're
a
in a
team.
gauntlet.
Exactly, as a team, some days are going well, some days are going
Ese es
bad.
problem.
Learn how to like motivate your teammates. Your teammates got to learn how to motivate you. You have to actually learn how your teammates think. Like you sort of
Ese
have
es
to like, build
problem.
a whole relationship with your
Los que
teammates,
ganaron el
whether you know them well.
Street Fighter League de 2022 Europa, pero el que ganó el mundial fue Japón. Fue Guile Squad.
Is that your merch?
Yeah, the merch, this is definitely mine. I've got a bunch of hoodies, shirts, and this is the new collection. The hats are new and fresh. Bunch of different colors, you know what I mean? I believe there's about 9 of these. And yeah, man, trying to build a brand.
Yo, I gotta step my game
That's
up.
amazing.
Crazy.
Yo, I did not realize that was your merch. I thought this was, you know, something that was big on the streets that I didn't know about. You know, it's looking amazing.
It's it, bro. I see. I'm like, bro, it look like that says the 4 fields in cursive or something. Like, I'm like,
Now that you
hold up.
mentioned it, I see it.
It says T4P, so it's like the initials, 4 fills.
Okay,
that's sick. That's cool.
hey,
Okay,
listen,
lots it up.
if you want to know how to build your brand, if you want to know how to qualify for a Capcom, if you want to know how to become a pro Street Fighter player, then make sure you guys are following the career of none other than 4 Fields. Bro, it's always a pleasure talking to you, and good luck at CPT.
Thank you very much.
Well, I think I know who I need to talk to right now. I need to talk to Fort Phils and get some of this marketing strategy here.
I mean, to be fair, shout outs to Phils because again, young man, young entrepreneur, as you might call it as well, playing video games at a high level, traveling, gallivanting the world, own merch line. I think he's had that merch line since 2021.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little while. It's just you haven't seen it in full abundance. Again, if he had a much bigger following on the platforms, like you'd all see it there. But he's been repping that every time he streams. Every time he does his thing,
too.
he's been there. So now, shout outs to 4 because obviously he's still in the bracket, so you will see him.
De Falca
I mean,
Holy.
honestly, you know, just a little also shout outs to, for example, like Yipes. He's got his own line right
Shout outs
there,
to Yipes.
named after Remix. Shout outs to Remix. Of course, Nelson Reyes was his what would have been his birthday was just a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken. So shout outs to him. The whole brand is named after him. So, but a lot of people in the FGC doing some cool stuff. So,
And I respect it as well. Life moves on, and so should your philosophies and that.
Bueno.
So let's go and check
Ah,
out this
de la
bracket here
semana.
as we move on with the bracket. And yes, this is what's happened. Launch and Vegachamp have vacated the premises. They are no longer in the bracket, which means we'll see a potential JP mirror, as was discussing before the break. 4 Fields Pingutaro. You'll see Kimberly versus Ken Muscle.
De la se ven.
But we need to find out. We need to determine who's going to
Arismania contra Joker Jokes.
remaining loser matches.
Y creo que
We're
Launch
actually
dijo que
gonna move
usaba
down as
JP.
Arismania
Veamos qué usan ahora Arismania y Joker Jokes.
So Arismania.
Joker Jokes usa
That looks
Kami.
like a Chun-Li
Arismania
zip-up.
Chun-Li.
I'm
28
just trying to
años
look at
ambos.
his social there. How did he even come up with that number there?
To be fair, if that's not a programming code number, that could be his bank details. Maybe. I don't know if anyone's tried. That could be one of his passwords to his social media account. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. But
Finally.
Arismania, brilliant work here because, again, he made one of our top 8s in our World Warrior. I think it's World Warrior number 2, came through at 7. But the fact that he got up there in such a competitive environment with UK and Ireland returning deserves his own props there. Joker Jokes.
Been love seeing him as a captain
de
on
las
Street Fighter
Kami.
League. Love seeing him doing some work
El
there.
capitán de
He's been playing
Guile.
Street Fighter for as long as I've known him, over 10 years. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5. He's
De
in
las
Street Fighter
Kami.
6, like you said, sponsored by Guile, so he is their main man, the captain there as well. As soon as Street Fighter 6 came out, he was super serious. Said, "Look, I want to compete. I want to attend as many events as I can." He went to Brussels. He went to Versus Fighting.
This
He's
true.
part of the league as well.
Kami
So we've
versus
seen that.
Chun.
And he's got a very interesting style of cameo. I do practice with him a fair bit when I do have the time. One time he actually invited me to play, and I was actually here. And I said, "Bro, I'm in California with Wi-Fi. If you want to play, you can."
Hey, you know, sometimes it does work here. But I
Now-
mean, one of the interesting things, I mean, I still remember just happened this last week. You know, he was like, I have some tech against some JP. and
Custom
he was
3
doing-
de
and
parte
he was
de-
using the hooligan
de
really
Aris.
elegantly. And so I'd like to see if Joker Jokes has, you know, that kind of hooligan use against other characters. But Chun-Li, oh.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, she's got some of the best safe jumps in the game. I think
Back
the
throw.
Oki scenario in general from all of her knockdowns is pretty prevalent. this game as well. I'm actually trying to take a little bit of time to learn the character myself. Nice reset there. She's got a few positional specific combos, so they have to be standing or crouching. So she's got some stuff here, like
and honestly, I mean, stand jab, stand light punch.
One of the best light punches in the
Raúl
game.
para
One of
Aris.
the best light punches in the game, and in particular,
What's
gives
in
Cammy trouble. I mean, I've seen the Tokido back in the day using the light punch with Ken to beat up on. Wow, resets all over the place.
To be fair, it's perfect parry, so you want to reset the scaling, and because you don't have the charge, you're going to get the maximum damage here. And this is what's been happening, right? You don't really see Chun-Li doing dry brush cancel overhead. She does stance cancel overhead. So she preserves her drive.
Váyalo.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Bien bloqueó el
That's
overhead.
one of his tricks. That's what he was doing against the JP on Street Fighter League. Drive rush into Hooligan in your face, basically.
Well, here's the thing. When you're up close in someone's face, nice dive kick there.
Dive kick y OD dive kick fue eso.
But Arismania has other ideas, and he's not going to go to the level 3, but nice frame kill there with the Hassan shoot. He
Take
can
the
take this
throw.
first game against Joker here, James.
Take the throw.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Muerta.
Oh, wasn't ready, and doesn't even need a
Round
single
match para
level
Aris,
of that
1-0.
super. And look at this, Arismania, yeah, looking really strong. And again, Chun-Li is another one of those characters that, like DJ, thanks to the 2 offline events and just recent results, Chun-Li is really charging up the
No pun
charts.
intended.
Yeah. and a character that Japan has long considered to be top 3 in the game.
Again, these two characters fell under the category of they just weren't optimized at the time. We were talking about other characters. JP was the fastest character to be optimized. I still stand by that point. Nice throw tip there from Arismania. Joker's using that roundhouse maliciously to burn the drive gauge, because that normal is the one that takes off the most drive gauge out of Cammy's arsenal.
Yeah, of course.
This is the
No,
conversion there.
no continúa el combo.
Okay, here we go. Drive cancel does find its mark, and Joker Jokes goes for the air combo. Gets a little bit of a corner push there. Light kick counter hit, but nothing off of that.
Dude, he's having a lot of execution errors here, Arismania, and he might actually lose the round because of it. Not quite. There's a hooligan mix-up. This is what I was going to try and allude to before, right? If you treat her hooligan like Akuma's demon flip, you're onto something.
Como ahí.
Yeah.
Demon flip was doing the exact same stuff, or very similar thing. Nice tension kicks reversal.
Obviously, Demon Flip being able to hit, the EX one being able to hit on the way up was kind of nice. So,
Well,
Moke, level 5 CPU,
hooligan's never going to do
Engoichi.
that, James.
yeah.
I hope you know that. I'll make sure that Capcom doesn't do that. War splat again.
I see. It's not going to
A la
happen
pared.
because you'll be
Pero
at
Raúl se
the
lo llevó
door
Joker
right
buscando el
away.
empate al
Email,
1-1.
speed dial, anything, you name it.
Maybe there's a bug in the game, This is
Pero Aris
getting
tiene
on the way up.
que
It's
ganar
not
2
supposed to.
sets.
Wait, alright.
Wow, level 3.
Yeah, he's gonna just threaten the burn here. I don't have a problem with that. You actually can do it unless Joker does a level 3.
Oh,
but
the
no, he's not
standing
gonna
heavy
do it.
punch just reaches so far. Yeah, and this is one of the tough things, obviously.
Level
Oh,
3.
boy. This is not gonna be enough.
¿Lo mata?
kill.
No, lo va a dejar creo que en poquita
Man, that
vida.
was 2 hits before a level 3.
Lo mata.
Okay, you
That
know what?
was
I'm
two
never
uno a
right.
uno.
I'm never right.
Don't worry, I've been trying to improve.
I should just ask. I should just ask the question. Is it gonna kill? It's too late now. I'll tell you.
Is it
It
gonna
was 2 hits before
kill?
level 3, and when it's like a full combo maximum scaling, the last hit does 10%. That was only 2 hits. So that
La arena de
was able to
Naishan.
do a beefy chunk.
Oh man. All right. Okay. I'm never gonna try to. Oh God! Again, that's so much damage off of that too.
And to be fair, against a character like Cammy, roundhouse actually works really well because of her aerial superiority.
Yeah.
It will work. You're gonna go for the stance cancel automatically anyway.
Right.
And that button catches you standing all the time. You're not really gonna be crouching all the time.
And we just saw right there one of the reasons why Chun-Li's standing light punches is so strong, even on counter hit, being able to combo in stand medium punch or crouching medium kick.
Conversion there from Joker Jokes. Got Arismania in the corner. He's just waiting for something to whip on his. Yeah, double roundhouse there. Throwing that with malicious intent. He really wants to consume that drive gauge here. Gets the conversion. Just kind of swipe.
Oh,
No,
the
no,
reset.
Okay.
Okay. Nice, but a good perfect.
Lo mata.
A good parry afterwards. Here we go. Going to be able to extend the combo after this. Fully charged.
Side swap with the hooligan. No
Oh,
need.
just a regular jump. Yeah.
That looked like a legitimate meaty though. He went all the way over. Total 40 frames or plus something like that. Just went for a stand medium punch. That jump over did look legit.
Alright, try to perfect parry that jump attack.
He's going to keep an eye on that, only because of the hooligan later. Hooligan is a grab, because it will work. Because every time he sees a hooligan, he's jumping. Or sorry, parrying. But that was a lovely jump.
Yeah, or we might even just see Joker Jokes go for an empty jump into throw, but let's see if he has an opportunity here. He's only got 2 more rounds left, potentially.
Dude, I'm telling you, from what I've seen of Arismania's, like, Chun-Li, pretty formidable, pretty damn solid.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning legs into the Tensho kicks. One throw should do it, and he goes for the stomp instead. Oh, he said punish counter. I think he tried to parry. Yeah, he tried to parry. He had no bar to do it.
That down forward heavy kick, I don't know what it is about the momentum, the speed, the
Uy,
arc.
final
It's-
round entre ellos.
I don't know, I get caught by
Entre
it more
Joker
than
y
I've ever
Aris.
gotten caught by any of Chun-Li's down forward heavy kicks in my life.
Join the club, James. Nice counter hit conversion there into the conversion. Got a cannon spike at this time instead of going for a reset. He's very cognizant towards Arismania's. There you go. That's what he was looking for before. He didn't get it. Reset trying to grab. He thought he was going to parry. That's why he done it.
De choque.
This is huge.
Oh,
James.
yo, God, that's
Qué
a scary
risa.
one right there. Gets the mix up
Level
and gonna
dos.
go into the level 2. All right.
Interesting.
I'm gonna get a big juggle off of this.
Safe jump though. Jump
Take the throw.
James. It's last game, last round.
Lo mata.
And he's going to build the
Dead.
level 1. He will build the level 1. That should do it.
Oh, there goes Joker Jokes out of the tournament. Arismania coming in here
Aris
with the
elimina a
Chun-Li,
Joker, madre mía.
catching with the drive impact, and I mean, man,
No me
I
esperé
have-
esto, que
you'll
Joker
never
perdiera
get me
contra
more
Aris.
to sympathize with you than losing to a drive impact in the corner like that. It's just, oh man.
It's your. Let's look at it, glass half empty, glass half full.
Bueno,
I think it's my reward for opening you up in the corner by doing nothing. Right? You got punished for blocking. I
Bueno.
got the whole reward for doing it. But look, that
No
seemed to be the
caminto,
take,
Veita.
right? He got him with low forward wall splat.
ok, vamos con el
so
último
I think
match de
wall
top
splat as well.
16
But that just pays
winners.
homage to
No,
how
top
good
16
Chun-Li's
loser
scoring
round
can be.
1.
She's always got good Oki scenarios. She's setting up safe jumps, and at that point, okay, crouch reading kick into DI, and you weren't expecting it, right?
And again, standing light punch again, you know, it's just such a difficult thing to deal with.
Punish there. What was interesting as well, I think one of the quotes that I did see it didn't make the final cut, but we did see it. Arismania did say, "I don't like the Kami matchup." That was his quote. We didn't put it on.
Ahora
screen,
viene el
but he said,
último
"I don't
match
like
de
the Kami
round
matchup." Funny
1.
that, because you
Chips
win it.
contra
So-
Mokulapo.
And it was 2-1, but as you can see, the wall splat there.
So far, everybody that we've seen who's hated the matchup seems to have been
Ya voy,
winning
espera un
that
momento.
particular match. And like I said, again, those are the ones that you study the most. And when it's a bad matchup, the other player, like you mentioned, JPs probably don't study the Guile matchup as much because, like, they beat 90% of the, you know, the bad. They win 90% of the bad matchups that they fight online.
You are correct, but that means Joker Jokes joins Launch and Vegachamp out there. I was looking forward to seeing a bit more Joker Jokes, man, because the guy puts in like a lot of work, and he's practicing like so much in this game. It's unfortunate there, but Arismania, please, we got to put the spotlight on this guy.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Don't sleep on this Chun-Li, man. We've got a lot of high-level Chun-Lis that you do not know about in
This
EU, right?
I
We've
mean,
got them there. They're not top level, they're not Valmasters level, but we've got some Chun-Li players that will upset you. Arismania is one of the names I've got down that list here. So he'll be going up against Shakz's Luke. I've got a lot to say about that matchup as well when we get to that point, because we did see Shakz and, we saw Mena and Valmaster play that CPT front.
I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, Valmaster might be like top 3 Chuns in
He might be the best in the world.
He might be the best in the world. I mean, I think the only person who's really kind of there is Moke, right? So it's Moke and
2 different styles.
Yeah, very different styles actually. So it's hard to find anybody, you know, compared to Valmaster. But again, Arismania looking really strong, and like I said, that Chun-Li is just shooting up the tier charts.
All right, so we got to move over to our last round 1 top 16 match here, which is Shivs going up against Mokulapo. So yes, there you go, nice picture of the Shivs there smiling. Again, you know what, over the past couple of years, he's done some huge self-improvement as a person. So I'm pretty proud of how far Shivs has come as a player and as a person as well. So shouts to see him
I
here.
mean, you're only saying nice things because you're his hero, right? So
Be quiet. Do not. Don't. I'm not going down there. I told James a story off camera, and he's gonna hold it against me now.
But
there's certain things FGC learn about me over time off camera, and like Shivs actually caught something and probably shouldn't have seen him catch. But you know what? I'm not his hero. Not all heroes wear capes, by the way.
And Mokulapo, I mean, 36 years old here, a little bit more on the veteran side of things, perhaps. A long-time Street Fighter player?
Well, listen, Mokulapo has a very unorthodox style in Street Fighter games. I like his bravado. I hope he doesn't confuse it with delusion sometimes. But he is he's the ripple in the waves for me, because he could have an extremely good run. He could actually beat someone that could be a favorite to win a tournament, and you wouldn't put it on the cards. Myself and Efo, we did speak to Mopolapo about Ken. You're using Ken, but it might not be the Mopolapo choice. I do think he should try DJ, but he might try DJ after the CPT run. Speaking of which, we were talking about Shivs. We do have a quote from Shivs. Let me find out what this man has said. If I make it back to top 8, I will ask this girl on a date. Is that Manon? Is that Manon? Is that Jury? Is he hit someone up? If he's talking to someone, that's great.
I mean, isn't that adding extra pressure on yourself here at this point, or
not really?
Or does he make it so he feels like if he loses, then he doesn't have to ask, and now he doesn't have to go through that stress, right? So
look, it's either. This is a whole nother topic. Oh man. Okay, I'll try.
All right, Street Fighter. Let's talk Street Fighter.
I'll try and be succinct as can be. Right, just like in a bracket, you enter a tournament, and look, okay, you see how far you can go. If you make it to the finals or you win, perfect. There's no pressure because you didn't expect yourself to go that far. If you put your unnecessary pressure on yourself, then obviously certain things come into play. You stop between a rock and a hard place, so on and so forth. Let's just put it as, in layman terms, he's shooting a shot, right?
Right.
If he gets far, it makes the top 8. Bravo. He wins the tournament. Bravo. Added bonus. Another conversation to add at the dinner table that he'll be paying for. That's right. If you're going to ask her out, pay for the dinner, mate.
I mean, look, I've had whole conversations about, like, relationships all in Street Fighter terms. I think one of my friends said one time, he's like, you try to ask a girl out. It's like playing, like, footsies. And if you get swept, don't worry, you'll get up again. Kind of thing. So
I mean, some women don't give you the light of day these days. Well, I mean, if you come with that awkward manner, they're not going to give you the light of day. Anyway, taking the Street Fighter terms, just don't talk about Street Fighter on the table. Unless he's really that interested, don't talk about Street Fighter on the table. Just say,
I have heard some horror stories about FGC people talking. Anyways, okay, let's get to this match over here. Obviously, Shivs, I know. Shivs with the Jury. Now, Jury is an interesting character because I remember when the game came out, everybody was like, this character is super busted. Jury hasn't really quite had this, the results, I feel like, to really kind of... I feel like Jury and Cammy both are characters who are really strong, but so far their results haven't quite shown that strength.
So here's the thing, right? Off the jump, like you said, offer it. She was pretty good. The tool sets there. She's been good since the beta.
Yes.
She's been good since the beta. For me, Jury is the character that will show up at 9 o'clock and clock out at 5. And you get the exact same result throughout the day. It's not bad, but there's no reason for me to give you Employee of the Month.
Right.
It's just super consistent, and it hasn't changed. It's only gone. She's probably gone down a couple of pegged a couple down things because people have gotten better, more optimized. But she hasn't necessarily changed. And sometimes when you talk to people about Jury, it's like, right, am I losing to Jury? Am I losing to the system?
Right.
Because it's drive rush, crouch, medium punch, drive rush, stand, medium kick. She's got a throw loop. She's got a semi-dive kick. Got potent buttons, nice combos as well to work with. That's an incredibly efficient character, right?
I do want to add one thing.
Talk to me.
If you're a manager, don't reward people working overtime, man. That's bad culture right there. You want to reward people for doing the job right. All right, let's get to this matchup.
I mean, as long as you stick to your end of the bargain, I have to do the job that says on the job description and not give me 8 other jobs afterwards. It's another story entirely.
Oh man,
we're talking about different things outside of Street Fighter. Can you believe?
I don't know. We're getting into life over here, so let's.
Please don't sack us tomorrow. Anyway. All right, so yeah, like I said, Mopolapo, his Ken has been improving over time. I just don't see the Mopolapo factor in the Ken. Ken gets the job done for him, and he's learned a lot. But we'll see how this works. He's already in burnout here already. What a jump in. Can he go for the dragon last side shot? He will.
Yep, and there you go. One of the powers of Ken is that he doesn't have to spend a lot of meter to get a lot of the benefits that a lot of other characters have to spend meter for. Oh, he drops the combo!
And you know what? I don't blame him for doing that drive impact there. Because it wouldn't have, the counter DI wouldn't have killed Mopolapo, but just to get him to think.
Yeah. And I mean, I think he was probably thinking perhaps that Mopolapo did not have enough life to take that drive impact.
No, he did. He definitely did.
Yeah,
he might have thought
he
that,
did. Yeah, he might have thought that, but he definitely had. Oh, look at that. The jab check on the overhead. The run overhead. And there you go. The drive rush. Oh, he drops his combo, though.
Looking too good here for Shivs at the moment. Punish counter throw there, and he tried to do an arbitrary dash, regular dash that people should be utilizing a bit more. What can I try to sneak him? another throw there, but might work out. Now, whoever gets the conversion to level 3 is going to be in a huge advantageous position here, James.
Yeah, and you can see Shakz is just doing such a good job using the buttons that he has available to him. Gonna go for that level 3. That forward heavy kick, the standing, the forward heavy punch and the standing heavy kick of Jury. Such great footsies buttons.
She does have a good, solid set, array of buttons, and I have said this before. I said this to David last week. In terms of the philosophy, I think he articulated better than I did. I do think Cammy's a better version of Jury. Jury's incredibly consistent, but I think their philosophy, Cammy's doing it way better than Jury.
I mean, for me, it's just really comes down to their drive rushes. Jury's drive rush might be the second best drive rush
it's
in the game.
Longest. I think it's the longest one.
And, you know, I personally think Cammy has one of the worst drive rushes in the game, so.
A hooligan as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice drop check there to stop the overhead. Gonna get the full conversion and restock on one of the few stores there. While he gets 2 more there, Shakz.
He's got a whole 3 stocks right now, so he's pretty dangerous, but.
Well, I mean, it's irrelevant now because he's gonna lose all of them.
He died.
My man did a night shift restacking of the shells and just tumbled everything over.
Oh, man. All right, let's see if Shakz can prevent Multistream from tying it up 1-1 here. He's down 1 round to nothing right now. Gonna go in there, yep, throw out that fireball just to keep himself safe. But there's that side switch again. See, no meter spent right there from Ken to get that side switch.
Well, let's see if no,
too late.
This is huge, and he's going to cash out here, and he's going to go for Feng Shui Engine, which means he wants to take him straight to the corner.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
no,
like
instead,
that.
He went for the burnout instead of the positional advantage. This is good, because now he can look to stun him.
Yeah, this is such and especially when you're in the middle of Feng Shui Engine, that drive impact can come at any time, and you have no idea, and you might not even have a chance right now. Oh, he went for the empty jump, and you know what? Multistream was gonna hit buttons on that.
Why not? Because I'm not sure. Because yeah, if he pressed the button at the same frame, the safe jump would have worked. I think he should have blocked. So I think he just banked on an empty jump happening there. Different scenarios going to happen, but they're all theoretical at this point. Multistream looking to equalize his Shakz. He's looking to take this 2-0 here.
There's that forward heavy punch. One of the things that makes it tricky is it has a long startup, but the long startup isn't really telegraphed.
Yes, that's right.
So the hit just kind of comes out of nowhere sometimes.
Oh, there you go. Gonna get the conversion here. Try to go for a sneaky delayed jab they look like there from Shakz.
Yeah,
Multistream needs his level 3. He needs a level 3 conversion now, James.
He needs to find a hit. And, oh, what an ODDP right there. Yep. Blows up the drive rush cancel, and that makes it so that Multistream spending that meter and burning himself out is.
He can just DI him. Yeah, that's it. He can just DI him because it was unexpected. Oh, the disrespect.
Wait, what?
The disrespect.
Is there history here?
I don't know.
Or is this just Shakz?
Ken versus Yuri.
He can be an evil person.
Did he learn that from you?
No,
I mean,
James. No, don't go there, James. I don't teach this man. He's better than me in Street Fighter. I learned from him, just not in that regard. Maybe his controller wasn't working. I don't know. But all right, listen. Solid performance there. This is what happens when you drop men on and fully commit to Jury. It's been working out for him there. Multistream, again, showed signs of life. I feel when I watch him play Ken, it's just ticking boxes. Does he do this? Does he do that? Does he get the job done here? Okay, everyone's fearful of Ken. We'll take advantage of that.
I mean, you were telling me before the broadcast started he was a boxer player before, and so you feel like DJ, who's kind of the new boxer in this game, would work for him. And, you know, obviously DJ is considered a strong character as well. A lot of people currently consider Ken stronger than DJ. Now,
why did the production team slow that down? Is it something you guys didn't catch in the back? Why'd you slow that down? Come on.
But, I mean, what's important to mention, though, is that, yes, sometimes obviously pick a top tier is a phrase, is an advice in the philosophy
going down in the Hall of Fame, of
right
course.
But the thing about it is sometimes it might not actually be your best course of action, because what people, I mean, there's a reason why when you start maining a character, I mean, you know, for me, my bond with Cammy came from Super Turbo. You have a bond with Poison, for example. There's a reason we gain these bonds with these characters, because you go to war with them for so long and you just gain this attachment. And a lot of times that kind of attachment is what will make you better with a certain character, even if they're not top tier, right? And so, you know, I know a lot of people say, you know, that's what you should do is pick a top tier, but honestly, there is a lot of reason not to as well. Find the character that's top tier for you.
Oh,
right?
that's a good way of putting it. Look, we'll see if because the competitive season for Mopolapo theoretically should be over.
O sea que Mopolapo usó Ken.
Take this time to learn DJ.
Okay.
Just wait until season 2. We'll see what happens there.
Oh, is he not in the World War?
Pingutaro versus Fields.
So,
JP Mirror.
Vegachamp, Launch, Joker Jokes, and Mopolapo are now out of the bracket. So, commiserations, boys, thank you very much for joining us here. But now we've got to set up for our round 2. Yeah. Actually, these are the qualification matches for the top 8 tomorrow. So we'll join
JP Mirror.
Shakz and Lexx there as well. So this is where things get real down in dirty here.
JP Mirror now.
So can't wait to see that. So we should have our JP Mirror net.
Oh, that's
JP
right,
Mirror.
Phil's going up against
Oh my God, JP Mirror.
This is always a tricky one
Pingutaro
here.
versus the 4 Fields.
Obviously, that -2 that we were talking about on the spike makes a very big difference here because if you block a spike, the person who blocked the spike can spike before you. So you have to be a little careful when the other JP...
This sounds like if I spike, you spike. If I spike back, I can spike you here in the spikiest way manner. Right?
Exactly.
Like, what? It's like, what the hell did you just say? It's like, yeah, I know that you can't do this.
Yeah, we're bringing... I mean, for those of you in the U.S., we're bringing back Spike TV right now. That's what we're going to be watching here in this match here, so...
Look at that, 4 years apart, 22, 4 Fields, and Pingutaro 8 and 18. Look, this is very good that we're seeing this new talent come through here. We saw it with someone, I can't remember the guy's name, it escapes me now. He actually played JP as well. David might remember, but the guy was 16.
Oh, okay.
Tomoe, I think it's Tomoe something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing some, I mean...
Only Frey JP is out qualified and 4 juries.
A Mexican league, basically. And one of their players there was like, I think they said he was like 14 or 15
and 4
or
juries.
something like that. A Kimberly player. It's crazy.
Hairstyles are different.
Aquí vamos, JP Mirror.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pingutaro usando el Costume 2
But at least they
y
use different
Fields usando el
costumes. It makes it a
default.
little easier to follow. 4 Phils in the classic and
Pingutaro
in the coat.
JP's ostentatious. He'll always dress to impress. We like that. Nice conversion into the stride box swipe there. He's going to set up shot with that departure. And I kind of see this similar to Guile, right? Let's put out the departure first. The other guy's got respect it just for a moment in time.
Phils is trying so hard to get past the projectiles.
He held that for the whole jump. He held that tight for the whole jump. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Unfortunately, 4 Phils just ate like 4 spikes in a row on the other side of the screen at one point. He's still fighting here. It's not over just yet. He gets a punch throw. That's 20% right there.
DI, and he got it. He can actually win this round. I think he's going to do level 2.
You enjoy this.
I think he could have done level 2.
No. Amnesia muerto. No. Ahora sí, por el burnout.
Wherever he did, it did not work. Pingutaro takes that round. I love the production team because they go hat to no hat.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay. There you go.
Teleports in and gets the conversion, but I think he was expecting to block the departure shadow there.
Nice. He was ready for the teleport. So it looks like Pingutaro
Level 3. Se gasta el... Hostia, primer golpe fue con vida amarilla, pero creo que no lo mata.
He could probably dash up and go for a throw or something because he's not going to do the bar.
No, no lo mata.
So he might go forward. Yeah. He can dash up and do a throw.
Primer set para Pingutaro a punto de eliminar a The 4 Fields del torneo.
He had amnesia. He wanted to do that.
Oh, true, yeah.
Backs away here and then gets an empty jump throw. Good choice there from 4 Fields. Oh, okay, there you go. There's an empty.
I mean, honestly, maybe that was one of the reasons why Phil probably took that throw. Maybe
Mopolapo versus Shakz.
Pingutaro would be scared of the amnesia, you know, but Pingutaro so far has been dominating this matchup, like, by a lot.
And no looks.
And these guys have played a fair amount of JP between the two of them there. Now, is that going to be the round that will? Because you will get an
match
extension.
point para
A
Pingutaro.
specific swipe that he gets the
And
jump
no
potential
looks.
off, because I know he can reset to crouch fierce. But
And
you
no
can
look.
get the level 1 there as well. And Pingutaro is
What a
looking to
revelation.
send 4 Phils out of the bracket.
And again,
And
just
no
catching with
loops.
those overhead phantoms every once in a while. And there we go. And just manually triggers the departure again. Yeah, you talked about in the Guile matchup, you know, letting it rock and trigger
And
by
no
itself.
loops.
'Cause then you're free to do whatever you want. But Phil seems to manually trigger it a lot.
Go.
But I think he just doesn't want like Pingutaro to move forward or catch him by surprise. There. So
Now
I
what's
kinda
up?
understand it.
Go.
You still get some damage on punish cannon when it still connects there as well. Overhead
Ooh, that was
conversion.
nice.
This is huge. He might have to spend. He's gonna have to spend.
Yeah, level 1. Oh, wait,
And
no.
he should've done level
Shakz
one,
was
but
using
oh,
Kami.
Boy. Oh, that almost could have been a punish
Nope.
on that landing, but yeah, jumping again, even with that
Was
the
using
amnesia
Kami.
bombs on him. Not worried about
Command
that.
grab, round start to counter.
Oh, man.
I think he's gonna do that command grab regardless anyway.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to be cheeky at the start right there.
These jumps are not working, mate. You keep getting crouch fist each and every time. He's expecting to do a parry on his defense, and he's not doing it.
Level
And he's
3.
gonna convert into interdiction once again.
Uy, esto
James.
parece
And
GG
this
para
time,
4
we
fields.
might see his departure.
Esto parece
Let's
que se lo va a
go
llevar
to the super.
Pingutaro.
Let's find out.
But who?
Yes, he's gonna his departure, close the gap. Good block.
Oh, but
¿Lo matan?
I don't know what
Reset's
No, no
coming.
lo mata.
Reset's coming. Oh,
He tried to fake it right
No.
there. He went for the fake fan.
Oh.
Now for Phil's got. Oh, what was that? A heavy
he's got a level. Yes, this is a
You
good choice. This is
enjoyed
a
it.
brilliant choice because now he can close the gap.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna try and chip him out.
No, que drop.
No, he didn't. I
Malgasto
didn't get
del
the
level
advantage out
2.
of that he
Nah.
really needed.
He was playing from full. Oh,
Nope.
and they both
Y
jump
Four
round
Fields
up.
eliminado del
Extremely
torneo
simple
y Pingutaro se clasifica a top 8 loser side.
timing. What a performance from Pingutaro today. Right, coming
Oof.
through.
18 years young, man. 18 years young here, and showing just how fast
Bueno.
he's been able to acclimate himself to this game.
And look, that's the thing, man. We're still in the first year. He's had so much fun playing JP. Obviously, I was extremely familiar with this man when we watched World War number 2 or 3. And I said, look, he's top 8. He's top 8. for a reason.
AKI&DJ
I think on his Twitter account or somewhere, he did say crouching media punch is one hell of a button. It takes you places.
and
Something
JP.
like that. I'm just paraphrasing here. But no, how he optimizes JP, I like the way he's played
Guile,
this matchup
Skin
as
DJ,
well. Not necessarily
AKI&JP.
fire, but I'll show you why. You might need to put gasoline in certain areas in this matchup. Gets the conversions there. And I think I like that he
And
was
JP.
not afraid or deterred by what Four Fields was doing. Because Four Fields got pretty obstinate with the jumps. And
Yeah,
he just kept crouch facing.
I was just about to say that. I felt like Fort Phil's was maybe playing into what Pingutaro wanted more. Because like I said, he also got zoned a little bit at one point in time, getting caught
Tácate.
by the spikes. And then he
Así
kept
que
trying to
viene un
jump
corte
in.
de
It's
5
like
y
he
ahora vienen
was-
los últimos 3
it's almost like
matches.
Fort
Musclenoob
Phil's
contra
actually was
Suleymon,
too scared to try to
Shakz
play
versus
his JP
Arismania
game
y
and
Ending
force
Walker
Pingutaro
versus
to do something.
Sheeps.
Let's
¿Quién
just
de
say
estos
that
3 se
Spain having
clasificará
huge
para el top 8
respect to
loser
how
side de mañana?
strong JP can be on the ground, that you got to resort to your air options. And even then, when you do empty jump JP, you can actually make crouch fierce whiff at
Yes.
a certain range. You can empty jump throw for the parry, or you can try and make crouch fierce whiff.
Musclenoob versus Suleymon viene ahora tras el corte, que va a ser Ken versus Kimberly.
Yeah, and even if
Esto
you're
podría
not
ser
versus
2 Kimberlys
so
en
much
el top
plus
8,
frames,
que
right? I
son
mean, that's the
Mystic
power of jump in,
en
right? You get all
Suleymon.
those plus frames on the jump attack and make it really hard for the to come next. But unfortunately, as you mentioned, maybe a little bit too jump happy.
Maybe that might be the Falcon in him. I don't know. Falcon could jump a lot.
Jump gunshot, right? I mean, it was kind of good.
It was a fun mini game back in Street Fighter 5. I'll tell you that. But yes, no, Four Fields is out of the tournament, unfortunately. There, so that means one of my personal favorites is out of the tournament. But Pingutaro, congratulations for making top 8 losers side, young man. Thoroughly deserved it. So he'll be awaiting the winner of Musclenoob and Suleymon. But now, James, you spoke
Ok,
about
se viene corte. El último corte.
before. Now, the production team have been telling me there's something else attached to that. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, actually, it's Pockest right here. So this actually gives you a chance where you can play the mini game. This is on Buckler's boot camp over here, and you can develop your character by training cute dot characters. And the service is based on the motto "Praise and Develop," which is the intention of Buckler's president, of course. Is that Luke? I guess that counts as that's Luke. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it could be your avatar guy.
Feel free to register as a member, and then let's work up a good sweat together. You can see there the Ryu. There's also the Ken down
You
there.
all can work up a sweat. I'm not.
But yeah, that is the Pockest game that you can play on Buckler's Boot Camp. So definitely check that out. This is all on the Street Fighter website.
Well, yes, no, as you say that there, and it helps then it's part of the Buckler's Boot Camp where you can train your character. How about you train your digestive system and reward it with some Chipotle? Because again, for limited time only. David loves my pronunciation. The carne asada, it's there. I got it wrong again. It is there for
I
a limited
am
amount of time.
Almighty KO. To the day.
And you can download the app and get back on the grill for a limited amount of time. Again,
Ok, el último corte de 5 minutos antes de terminar la transmisión. O sea que después de esto vamos con los últimos 3 matches que nos faltan.
Yeah, that'll be later. That'll be later. But for now, we're going to take a quick break once again and find out who the last 3 players are going to be to play tomorrow in the top 8, where the stakes get higher and the matches get longer. So don't go anywhere, guys. 3 more matches right after this break.
Ok.
Chipotle's carne asada is back.
Carne asada!
Tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriander blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions. Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect! What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you.
Ok, estoy aquí. Chequeando algunas cosas que me llegaron. 30 segundos. Japón en enero. El último registro es el 31 de diciembre y el CPT empieza el 6 de enero. Ok.
We are joined with one of the most prolific players from the United
Ending
Kingdom,
Walker?
and it's been like that for a very long time. Of course, I'm talking about
Shakz.
What's going on with you, bro?
Yo, what's going on? I'm good, I'm good.
How do you feel going from Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6 now, and your chance at this CPT event? Because I see you've ramped up pretty well. You've been getting good results in the World Warrior program, and now you got your first CPT qualifier. How are you feeling going into it?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel quite
Shakz
confident about it, 'cause,
contra.
all the 5 World Warriors that
Esto fue de un
UK
World
are
Warrior.
placed, like, pretty
El
consistently
Shakz en la
well. I
Winners
haven't managed
Final.
to get a win yet. I almost
Give me
did
a break.
last week. That was the
Bah.
highest place. I got second there. But going into this game actually, I'm usually known to have like multiple characters.
Perfect.
And I
Perfect.
decided in this
Vas
game I'm just gonna
vos.
only just play one character. And I feel like Luke is the perfect pick for me because he doesn't really have any matchups where I need to, swap with another character for. So,
Take
now
the
I'm definitely looking
draw.
forward to the regional finals.
And of course, the regional finals and of course the CPT Online.
Lo
That's all
mata.
for the Capcom Pro Tour. But you are also someone who has been in both seasons now of Street Fighter League. Of course, right now you're playing for Team Wolves, and I see you got your first debut and everything too for the season. How did that feel for you, and how's Street Fighter League been so far?
Oh no, that win was huge for us. We didn't have a good start. Week 1 we played against BK Rock. We didn't get any points for that. So that win kind of lifted up the spirit for the team, which we definitely needed. So hopefully many more wins to come. For me personally, I definitely like playing in singular tournaments. So I don't want to have that feeling where if I mess up, someone might get upset about it. I like just going into a game 1v1, and that's what I'm focused on.
When I did Street Fighter League, I felt the same way. Like, man, every L hits you're disappointed. So much more disappointed. So it's definitely a lot more emotional weight. But in singles, it's all on you.
Man, and last thing I ask you about, of course, if you do go ahead and win this event, the CPT Online, then you're already in Cup. Even if that did not happen, you already qualified for the World Warrior Regional Finals. Your first round matchup is Musclenoob. That's a big guy, dog. He's swole. How do you feel about that matchups, and how do you fare against him?
Musclenoob is a very good player actually. We've been playing a lot recently on ranked match.
3 matches
honestly,
left.
It's just been going back and forth between us. So I feel like we understand each other very well, and it's not going to be a character matchup thing. It'll definitely be a player matchup thing because we understand our player tendencies, like what we'd like to do in defense, offense. So it's just literally on the day who makes the right reads will come out on top.
Hey man, look, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all need to make sure y'all check out my man Shak's Instagram too. One of the freshest dudes in the FGC, and of course a phenomenal player. Good luck with making it in the Capcom Cup, bro.
Thank you very much, guys.
En Suleymon.
Shouts to Rob and Brian for interviewing Shakz there. Shakz just looked like that was the first time he's ever done a Zoom call on his phone. with how close he was to the phone and everything. Okay, it was upside down.
Your production zoom in on us, So
but yeah, no, look, Shakz is still in the tournament, so you will see him in our next match, or the penultimate match of the day here. First, what we got to go through is the second match of the losers round 2, top 16 side, which will be Suleymon going up against Musclenoob here. And obviously, we heard Shakz in the interview really pay his respects to Musclenoob, man. The guy, he invests a lot of time and hours into his streaming.
He's swole.
He is. No, I met him in person earlier this year, and cause I'm taller than him, but his arms are out there. So I'm not ever gonna pick a fight with him. If he says
King
Ken's best in
versus
the game, I'm
Ken.
like, what do you say, bro?
You're taller than him. Just tower over him, right? Just try to look as threatening as
I'm not
possible.
trying to do like some Street Fighter Alpha front cover with a lot of people, I'm not trying to tower over certain people anyway.
All right, fair. I mean, I can stand in the background, the Sakura character.
Kim versus Ken. Kami versus Chon. And Ryuken DJ versus Yuri.
From Scotland, Musclenoob from Liverpool.
Aquí vamos.
And you will see Musclenoob
Kim
in the
versus
final
Ken.
as well. Suleymon.
Vamos.
Okay, we've already got one Kimberly in the top 8. Maybe we can get another one here, but I'm not sure the head-to-head between these two when I see them playing online tournaments, just in regular, or maybe the bracket reset with Warrior. But Ken does give Kimberly a pretty rough time.
Yeah, and especially that corner position again as well.
Yes.
Ken, you know, the range is on his button. That standing heavy punch, right?
It's a great button, James.
it's such a good button.
The only JB
And,
was
Kimberly
washed
just doesn't have anything
for a
with that
JB.
range, right? I mean, it's her standing medium kick. She's got a crouching heavy kick, which has a little bit more range than that standing medium kick, but that's it. You know, that crouching medium kick is very punishable.
Kim
crouching heavy
versus
kick is
Ken.
punishable on block, obviously. And all of Ken's buttons outrange her standing medium kick.
Well, I imagine Kimberly's problem from me from the jump when the game was officially released back in June 2nd
No.
was limited footsie tools. And people will slow down at some point. I know that's not Kimberly's
A la
MO,
pared.
that's not the main objective,
Uy, le agarró ahí con esa...
slow you down. And that's
Lloro
gonna- I
de
think he tried to
pa,
mess up
vos
to see if
ora
the
pa,
can would
vos
get to
ora
the rest of his
pa,
conversion.
vos
But
ora
boy, did that
pa,
not work
vos
out.
ora
So he went to
pa.
plan B here.
Mix
Oh,
up
he tried to fake the,
Qué buena.
the fuzzy that time and just went
con la
for the
crouching medium kick
no DP
para pararle el
right
dry
there.
rush.
So I guess he wanted a little bit more pressure. So that's going to be
Muerto.
punishable, yeah. Right there, a
Muerto.
little too close with that standing medium kick. Gonna go into the level 1 to be able to kill off of this. Doesn't even need the can, doesn't have it. He's gonna have to refill, of course.
Round para
The can
Suleymon.
count, doesn't change between rounds.
Yeah, so he's going to have to manually replenish it himself over time. If he doesn't get himself into a dangerous spot like he did just there, Drive rushes in with his stand fierce, and he's trying to throw off Musclenoob's anti again with the Shoryuken. But a lot of people respect Kimberly jumping because of the elbow drop. They rather just not risk it entirely there. Trying to buffer the crowd speed.
Yeah, and you actually saw Suleymon actually back off a little bit because I think he was trying to threaten refilling those cans, but then immediately Musclenoob the EX, the OD fireball.
I think he should spend the level 3. Let's
¿Va a
find
gastar el
out if he
color?
does it. Good call. This is crouch specific.
No,
Oh,
lo mata, lo mata.
Reset instead, and gets the kill off
Seku.
of that, intentionally whiffing the heavy Jinrai so that he can get the overhead surprise.
No, qué dropeo. Y Suleymon no se lo va a perdonar. Level 3 para tener el bufo de daño y velocidad.
This could be game changing here. Unless Musclenoob has other plans. Is he going to try and bait something? No, he doesn't. Goes to crouch fist, run plus 2 frame advantage.
Oh, what a
Perfect parry, te vas a la pared, no te vas. Shoryuken.
That's where you can Shoryuken the elbow drop, right in the corner.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed, basically.
Okay. Still even in life here, but the problem is Musclenoob has all that meter right now.
But he needs either the overhead conversion into the level
Take
3
the
or
throw.
the button drive rush cancel into the level 3. That's what he needs.
Well, he's almost in the critical arc.
No,
territory.
drive reversal bien usado.
Drive reversal actually going to put him into that state. Oh,
Lo
my
mata.
God. What? He
No, qué dropeo.
Oh, no. Oh, he's too
No,
far away.
otro
He was too far
dropeo.
away.
Y
No.
Suleymon se lleva el
She
primer
connected,
set
that would've
1
been
a
the level
0.
3, and that would have been the end of
Uf.
it, but just at max range.
The amount of
Are you
throws.
telling me Shin Kick doesn't always connect?
¿Podrá ser que
I mean,
tendremos a
look,
dos
I'm
Kims en
surprised, to be
top
honest
8?
with you,
Loser.
that it
Bueno,
didn't
una
connect.
es
Oh, no, DP, I
Mystic
think he
y
had
acá
it.
podría ser
He
Suleymon.
swapped forward at the last
Bueno,
second.
a la
I think he was
pared,
trying to input that
Musclenoob.
DP. A little too late. Yep, gonna confirm into the dive kick
Oh,
afterwards.
falló el throw.
Backdash into the Dragon Lash side swap here, and again he's just going to pepper him in the corner. And this is where Kimberly really suffers against a character like Ken here. Only got one
Oh,
stop.
the meaty.
Lo mata.
Yeah, and
Round para
converts
Musclenoob,
crouches
buscando el
to get
empate al 1 a 1.
medium Jinrai combo.
Trade there, and the frame advantage looks like it was in Musclenoob's favor. We're going to run Tuxie straight to the corner here. Still limited
Nope.
defensive options, so Suleymon has to get
Shoryuken.
Actually, if Suleymon had actually
Shoryuken.
just let the jump block, he would have at least crossed up
No.
to the other side. This is going to be a good situation, but I love the backdash from Musclenoob.
Shoryuken.
That forward heavy kick, you got to go for the drive parry afterwards because you know the top players are
Shoryuken.
going to go for the standing light punch to stop all the different
No,
pops.
se quedó en burnout.
Gonna go for the target.
A la pared.
Back throw here, and that's going to be
Nope.
replenish as much drive gauge as possible. I think he needs to
Got a
convert to the
level
level 3
3.
as soon as possible. He's not going to do that. He's taking a big
There's
risk
the
here.
fuzzy!
Oh,
He's dead.
around.
He's dead.
And he's going to be able to get the level 3 here. There we go.
Level
And he's gonna
3.
power up, so he's going to start the next round again. I mean, Kimberly starts at 90% damage, so the level 3 gives her 100% damage, but she does get the speed boost, which is...
Match point para Suleymon a punto de eliminar a Musclenoob del torneo.
You just get a boost outside of the damage and taking the burnout or the drive gauge for the burnout potentially as well. No one's complaining about the parameters it increases. So. Alright, there you go. Gets the forward throw. Can he drive rush in again? He will do so here. Does Musclenoob, but he's got a level 3 ready and waiting in his tank.
A la pared.
That might be a rat.
Se va a gastar. ¡No! ¡Qué No, nada. Está calmado, calmado.
You know, I mean, I know we call that the American reset, but obviously
1 a 1.
I mean, Ken's an American character, no?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we'll tie it to
I'll
the
give you that
character.
one.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough.
But yes, it means... Boy, this is back and forth, isn't it?
1 a 1. ¿Quién será que pasa al top 8? ¿Será Suleymon o será Musclenoob? Shoryuken. Take the throw.
How does Suleymon get out of this corner situation?
That's always been the thing, isn't it? But he's been fighting his way tooth and nail.
Standing medium kick, standing medium kick.
Oh, good choice, because he's going to do the burnout. Yeah, that's a very good choice. And he tried to do... Yeah, he tried to do the hidden variable teleport. Didn't quite work out there. I respect it because you still want to do the fire, but you can't parry it. If you get the timing wrong, it's not going to work. You tried something else to avoid it entirely, but Musclenoob was 10 steps ahead.
After the next
Like
two.
a bondage for the knockdown again. I still lay on the jab as well.
Yeah, but didn't convert
Pa, match point para Musclenoob ahora. Madre mía, ¿qué hace Suleymon? No, otra vez. Shoryuken.
Hey, look, man, you make those kind of mistakes, you actually lose an entire
No,
round.
he said. No! He said. Musclenoob elimina a Suleymon del torneo y se clasifica al top 8 loser side para enfrentarse a Pingutaro mañana. O sea, JP versus Ken.
And that's exactly what Musclenoob did there. Overcome, gets it 2-1 there. Suleymon, I reckon if he didn't have 1 or 2 drops, this could have been a different scenario we could be looking at.
It's like the Bob Ross philosophy, right? There's just only happy mistakes here, so, you know.
Listen, it's a life thing to live by. Happy accidents, happy mistakes. I'll say this any day of the week. Yeah, listen, things started off really well for Suleymon, getting the conversions, using Ninja Star Cypher when need be, had the reset. He's very audacious in some of the resets that he went for, because I'm thinking
Origa,
we're just from
búsqueme.
a perspective here, so we're just looking, it's like, dude, it's safe to do level 3 here, but he's confident in the scenario because he's the one going at the wheel.
I just realized that's a Zeku color of...
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
I'll tell you something funny that you talk about the colors, right? I'm pretty sure Chun-Li's undercover cop outfit in SF5, that's one of the colors.
Oh,
the jacket's
really?
bright yellow and she's got like dark black or grey jeans.
Oh, you mean for the Ken
Vamos
color?
con Shakz contra Arismania ahora.
Okay, gotcha.
Kami versus Chun-Li.
Yes, we're going to see Musclenoob going up against Pingutaro in Ken versus JP.
Classic, the lore matchup right there.
You can't have a top 8 without those two, right?
Yeah,
I mean, unless you're EU West, but...
I always love the fact that, you know, those two characters turned out to be so strong in this game because they're like the main lore characters, right?
there's
the main
10
plot
looks.
revolves around them, so...
Well, the rich man and the poor man.
Yeah. Well, the rich man...
Ok, vamos contra Aris contra Shakz.
Anyways, we just saw the interview with Shakz, and of course that'll be coming up next. But we also saw Arismania with that Chun-Li, really strong Chun-Li taking out Joker jokes earlier. And so,
Luke versus Chun-Li se viene.
Coming up over here, another match of very, very potent characters.
So, like, at one point, I was told that Chun-Li does beat Luke. That's what I heard at one point. And then I tried to really look into this because it falls under the whole Guile versus JP thing. And I was like, okay, I just see Luke's winning this matchup. Now, if Chun-Li dominates the neutral, makes things difficult for Luke, okay, that's fine. But guess what? Luke can actually whiff punish Chun-Li's nose, crouch medium punch, you know, the infamous button, notorious button, get full conversion straight to the corner. I've seen a lot of Chun-Li players lose because they fireball. If you don't find a weakness, because they walk back and they fireball, and the guy just happens to jump.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's how you lost. It wasn't any blemish the character has by herself, because she has little to no blemishes. It's just that you happen to fireball, and that guy decided to hold up, and you lose.
And sometimes it just happens. And I mean, we've seen that a couple of times already today, you know.
We have. And of course, as well, when Luke tries to use Sandblaster, if he overuses Sandblaster, she can Hazanchu over it, you know, perfect parry, get a conversion from there. So Chun-Li has got the tools.
I'm wondering, I mean, she could also go
Pero
to
será
the
Shakz
side
o
on
será
that, but that has a little bit limited
o
range,
será
right?
Aris el que clasificará al top 8 losers al siguiente spot de top 8 losers
I
ahí.
equate things to, like I said, I look at this matchup as a glass half empty, glass half full. But why I
Luke
look at it from
or
Luke's
Chun-Li?
perspective is the tools he can use to counter Chun-Li's dominance in the matchup, and his damage output is higher, right? In most regards. Unless we talk about the anti-air conversion with the Saturn roundhouse and get the drive rush cancel here and there, but I do think Luke is his damage output exponentially beats Chun-Li in a lot of areas.
I mean, there was that one match, I think it was in the offline France one, right, where I forgot what the situation was, but Luke got that hit and just did like 70,
right, and I put that combo as well. Now, some people are going, Luke's been doing this since like day one. I said, okay, I tried to explain this to someone. I said, there's doing the combo and showing people on social media, and then seeing someone do that in a match, right? And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember. I think Boundmaster did something by accident, and all me and F-Word saw were just heavies.
Yeah. I think it was the level 2 that he blocked, and then it was just like drive rush. It was like heavy kick.
He baited him. Yes, I
it
remember.
was like drive rush,
Aquí
heavy
vamos.
kick, crouch fierce, drive
Shakz
rush, heavy
contra
kick, crouch fierce.
Chun-Li.
It was just
Now,
like,
I didn't see the whole thing.
Aris.
When I went in training mode and saw the 69%, no pun intended, I was like, bro, like, what is this?
that's nice damage right there.
Yeah, very nice damage.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Reset otra
It's
vez.
very similar to what Vegachamp does with Chun-Li. If he can find a way to overhead reset into the standing heavy pass.
Joder el baiteo. Round y perfect para Aris.
So what this means, people, it's hard to be cognizant or vigilant towards where people are going to go for overhead. You have to match your DP, you just have to stand
No.
That's safe on block.
Perfect.
And you know what the nice thing about it is? That stance is silent. She had no
Perfect
voice
parry,
lines,
back
you
throw
know,
a la
so
pared.
It comes out of nowhere, really, honestly.
So that's a stealth.
Backthrow abuela de parte del Shakz.
And not only that, but you know, because it doesn't count as a special move, it counts as a unique
No.
attack.
Oh,
that she
hizo
has,
mal
so
el
she
flash
shouldn't be
knuckle
putting it.
cargado.
Yeah, well,
Perfect
not just that,
parry.
but also that means you can cancel moves that normally aren't
Brum,
cancelable.
pa.
So you're not thinking about that
Give
move
me a
being
break.
cancelable into something sometimes.
No.
You know, so.
Oh, what a perfect parry. Limited punish there, very weak punish, but he'll take the punish counter throw. He'll get the burn.
Buena idea.
Get the round, so pick your poison at this point. But he still conserves his super art meter here, James. That's the big one going into this final round here.
Final round del primer set. ¿Será Shakz o Aris que ganará el primer set?
That's Sway 2.0 to you.
Is it his version of the just cool right there?
It
right?
might have to be indeed.
It's just rad.
No, perfect parry.
Straight there from Shakz. Is he going to convert? No, he's going to go for the Oki there.
Oh.
Wake up lightning legs. One of the stronger defensive options in the game.
And one of the reasons why a lot of
Level
players go
3.
with the modern, because then instant air legs is super easy to do. But Shakz right now should be pretty easy for him as well to try to drain the rest of his life. Just goes for a couple of low empty jump throw, and Harris techs it.
No!
Oh.
Wait, he's got to do everything. I think he should spend the whole thing. I don't think he's going to do it.
Burnout,
Okay, he will.
Se gasta el level 3 para dejarlo en burnout.
Drive impact in the corner over here.
Do you think he's lost? I think
Can he kill him
I
off of
think
this?
we've seen a checkmate.
Burnout.
We might see a checkmate. And I'll tell you why.
No.
No, he
Qué
missed
buena.
it.
1-0 para
Let me
Shakz.
give you my hypothetical. Do you know why I thought he lost? Hear me out, James. Hear me out.
Okay,
Here's why I
okay.
thought he lost. Because if he done DI, what's Arismania been hitting everyone with? Reset overhead. I
Right.
promise you it would have worked.
Oh.
Shakz
Got a
was
DI,
ready.
Got a full combo. Starts
Right.
cancels the overhead coming to the one.
I'm just not sure why he went for the drive rush and
Dai,
the
no,
lights.
uppercut.
Why not just drive rush, back heavy punch?
Shoulda, woulda,
and-
coulda.
Okay, fair.
Let's jump away.
Oh,
That was a lovely whip punish. And I discussed this with
Perfect.
right? Over time, you're going to
Perfect.
see more people doing that. And they're going to do it intentionally instead of by
No.
accident. They start doing drive rush into a whip punish to get more frame advantage and better whip punishment tools. And he gets the flash
Match
into
point para
the round
Shakz.
two.
A punto de eliminar a Aris.
parry on
Manía
the,
del
downward
torneo.
heavy kick. And so now Shakz is in great position. Arismania looked so strong in that last game against Joker Jokes, but Shakz right now.
This is the thing. This is for me, like most of the hits that Luke goes for, he just hits harder. So when you make a mistake, you feel even more of a burden on yourself. You know? Look at the safe jump
No se
here.
gasta el level 2.
Nice thing about Chun-Li is such good corner carry, but
Pirin
saw the jump out
bar
of the
kick.
corner from Shakz. Oh, he's
Level
gonna go straight into
3.
level 3. wants to try to get Arismania as close to burnout as possible.
Now, I think he's going to be aware of the level 2, which is why he's not going to do fierce. Yes, he's aware of the level 2, which he doesn't want to give it to him for free.
But then the Sandblaster is almost...
Pienso que Burnout, esto se ve GG para parte de Aris. Lo matan, lo matan, lo matan, lo matan.
No, he's still alive. Just about. An overhead can close it out here.
Lo matan. Shakz elimina a Aris del torneo y se clasifica a top 8 loser side. Y ahora Shakz tiene que esperar al ganador de Ships versus Ending Walker. El que gane de ellos se clasifica al top 8 loser side y se meterá Shakz mañana.
He had an unconventional part of the style, which is, you know, similar to what Mega Patch does. He'll do stance cancel resets, and like you said, there's some moves that you don't expect to be. They're not special cancelable, but because it's a stance cancel, it throws a different element there.
Right. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
And the thing is, as well, I think Shakz, what was very interesting was he didn't get too flustered by those overhead situations, and even when his DP was blocked as well. And do you know what I think was for me? Is when Arismania missed the chance to win that game off of the level 3 into the DI. Because Shakz just woke up with the button. He has nothing to lose at that.
Right, exactly. That was all he could do, was wake up with the button at that point.
Último match del día. Ending Walker versus Ships. Que va a ser DJ Ryu Ken versus Yuri.
That's cold. I like this. I'm liking how this top 8 is panning out here. But, James, that was our penultimate match. Now, we've got one more game to go. Now, we're going to set this one up. So, the quote that Shivs put out before is, if he makes top 8, I will ask this girl out.
Y aquí vamos. Walker versus Ships.
Please follow Robson.
Yuri versus DJ.
He has so many moments of genius, it's insane. And he put out a tweet saying, you're going to ask this girl out on a date, but you got to fight Ending Walker.
I saw that.
Now, listen, shouts to Ending Walker and the parents that support him really well. They're great parents.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So Ending Walker's 70, right? He doesn't have the mindset of a taxpayer, and now he has the opportunity to ruin your potential date. If that does not show any sign of a teenager,
Rainpro.
I don't know what does.
Yeah, Ending Walker has just been given so much more motivation, you know.
Beautiful. He can ruin your
Última apuesta.
for the sake of it.
I mean, the craziest thing about it is that Ending Walker is here on the loser side, but obviously going down to Rainpro a little bit earlier. So, you know, Ending Walker does have a long way to make it out. But again, you know, he clearly has this ability to win this match, get to losers top 8, and then just make his way all the way back to grand finals.
But let's recollect some things, right? There was a slight
Yuri versus Ryu.
which makes a lot of sense. And Shivs does play a little bit of Ryu, and I love this stage music as well. Perfect fitting for the occasion. First and two.
Ryu.
Now, if Shivs can handle this really well, the guaranteed way I've seen the Shotos get over that Ken and Ryu, her fireball, is a Tatsu. It's a free punish count Tatsu straight to the corner, right? But
Ryu versus Yuri. Take the throw. No. Y perfect encima.
If he doesn't have reaction, he probably could recover in time in DIU, but already off to a brimming
I have tested it that no matter what, if you parry it even on the last frame, DI it will punish counter him. So, that is one thing that you do have to be careful of as a Ryu player.
Look, yeah, these guys are slugging knocking it out there right now. Gets a frame trap. I'm not sure exactly if that's what he's looking for there, but Ending Walker. One round up, gets the shimmy there. Is he going to go into level 2? No.
No gasta level 2. Oh, bien para arriba. Ay, no. Burnout para Walker.
Notice how Shivs parried when he saw the overhead. So somebody's away. DI.
Bien.
DI him again.
Yeah. Oh, but he just caught him.
Lo mata.
Oh, he just caught him standing up. He walked close enough. Baited
1-0 para Walker.
I'm telling you, this guy is still... He's pretty damn scary with Ryu. It's just all the attention is with DJ at the moment. He can still play Ryu, and he has a lot of optimism for this character.
I mean, honestly, the biggest weakness that Ryu has is that Ken exists. Honestly, that's just really... And Luke, right? I mean, that's just...
Podrá ser que Walker elimine de Ships, elimine mañana a Shakz.
advantage, and you know, I feel
O sea,
like he's
eliminando a
got
los
a lot of
hermanos.
strong tools, but
Here's the thing. I'm gonna put this lightly, right?
Ryu
okay.
Mirror!
No, I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. I know exactly what he's
here
doing.
we go.
I know exactly
Like
what
a
he's doing.
dragon,
Mirror.
Ryu versus Ryu.
I know exactly. what he's
Ryu
doing.
Mirror.
This is definitely a mental game thing here, and he's loved Ryu a little bit since SF5, and it did help him improve in terms of the traditional aspect of what Street Fighter used to represent. James, we're no longer in your timeline.
I mean, honestly, Street Fighter has represented a lot of different things. All the games are so different.
Hadouken.
I've seen the glitches in Turbo. I've seen that one where Guile grabs you and he stays with you the whole game.
Dude, anyone who tells you Super Turbo is all about the basics and fundamentals, they didn't fight against Claw, okay? Let's just put it that way, so.
Alright, Shiv's already out.
Bien.
Huge drive gauge deficit here. What a perfect parry to the sweep. One of Ending Walker's best attributes as a player in this game. And yeah, he's looking to try and get it again. Who thought we were going to end the day with a Ryu mirror in the UK? I
love it though. Oh, look at that. The check on the drive rush. And then just catches
El
him
reset.
kick. Not sure what Shivs was trying to do. And now eating that OD fireball. You're in the
No.
corner. You cannot.
Match point
it was
para
a punch counter
Walker.
anyway, so there was nothing that Shiv could have
The
done.
only thing he could have done was super, and you have to be 100% aware that that's the situation. And you're not going to look at your health bar and then your super to then do the super.
Otra vez que
Right,
empuje.
in the time that you see the drive impact.
No.
I love that
Take the
offensive
throw.
drive reversal from Ending Walker. Still has a drive gauge advantage even after that drive reversal. And he's going to keep his corner. There we go. Walks. He did a defensive shimmy right there.
That's it. Hashigeki should do it.
Muerto.
There you
Y
go.
Walker elimina a Shiv del torneo 2-0.
Ryu mirror pick for Shiv. Didn't quite work out, and now
Chips eliminado del torneo y Walker se clasifica al top 8 loser side. Con esto ya está confirmado el top 8. Por el winner tenemos a Rainpro contra Mystic Smash y luego Broski versus Lexx. Por el loser side tenemos a Pingutaro versus Musclenoob y luego tenemos a Shakz versus Ending Walker. Bueno.
Use the Ryu from start to finish. Again, he puts in so much work. Like he invests so many hours into this. He trains with problems on a regular basis, man. You see this guy grinding it in and out. You will see him at the regional final as well. But I love watching his Ryu. I don't agree with his opinion on Ryu, but we can agree to disagree in that regard. And I will hold it because he keeps getting the results. I still stand by my point. I don't think Ryu is as strong as some people make it out to be, but he likes to prove people wrong. He's very good at doing it.
I mean, I love watching Ending Walker's Ryu. Again, I mean, that's the beautiful thing. I mean, when people talk about, you know, this game, when they complain about its balance or whatever like that, and, you know, talk about characters like Ryu or Jamie or Lily, the thing about it is, you know, I was just talking about, you know, games like Super Turbo and Third Strike. And stuff. I mean, when you talk about bottom characters, bottom tier characters in those games, they can't win. Like you just have to go watch that one Sagat versus Cammy match in Super Turbo, that famous clip, and you just see that like you just can't win that match.
True.
And in this game, even the characters who are quote the bottom tier, they can win, and especially in the hands of someone like an Ending Walker. You know, when he's got that Ryu. Ryu becomes very, very scary.
Very scary. But yes, what's going to be scary is that matchup at the end there. Shakz versus Ending Walker. One of the guys has to go home. Two of the potential favorites in the top 8. Pingutaro must do that top 8 losers as well. Damn, this is looking incredible here. I'm not sure if we're allowed to sneak preview.
Yeah, I think we can look at the top 8 bracket here, right?
We can maybe, yes, we can a little
Y ahí
sneak
está.
preview.
Top 8 para mañana. Rainpro contra Mystic Smash. Guile versus Kim DJ. Broski versus Lexx. Que va a ser Aki versus Guile. Luego Ending Walker Shakz. Ryuken DJ versus Luke. Y por último Musclenoob Pingutaro. Que va a ser Ken versus JP.
Aki, who knows?
And JP.
A trick up his sleeve that we haven't seen yet.
I mean, for both of them, I mean, honestly, Guile kind of a rough matchup for both of those characters, for Mystic Smash and Broski. But
The dominant character
I mean, all the
is
bad,
Guile.
quote unquote matches we've been seeing today have gone kind of the other way, right?
And then if we drop into loser side, we'll see Ending Walker.
Is Guile.
Shakz, Musclenoob going against Pingutaro.
In that Ken versus JP.
I would say if you didn't know any better, there's only one surprise here, and that's Pingutaro, and I think that's a very good
February 24.
Well, it's always good to see the youth coming in here,
Yes.
you know, and making that dominance. I mean, I always tell that story. Evo 2008, you know, before Street Fighter 4
course.
kind of resurged everything. I swear I knew everybody at Evo, right? So
Yeah, of course, we'll do that. But yeah, no, I want to break some hypotheticals down after we go for a break. But hey, I've got to make sure I let you guys know. Don't forget, this is not the final CPT. There's plenty more CPT action to come. We've got CPT Japan rescheduled. The date will be happening soon. But yes, registration closed at the end of the month. It's not a month,
Yep.
it's 2 weeks. I figured it out. Don't worry. Listen, I had a long day. I was traveling 18 hours. I have to remember where I was and what I was doing. But yes. Sunday, December 31st, with over 800 entrants, I believe. They could break
801 entrants.
they could break
Man.
the 1,000 mark there, and this is a CPT you do not want to miss. Heck, some people might be streaming pools throughout the whole point there.
I
This
mean,
hidden
let's
talent.
put it this way right now. Bonchan, Fudo,
Momochi,
Kakaru, Daigo, Momochi. None of
Tokido.
them have qualified yet. Only one of
Well,
them is going to make
Fudo
it.
has.
Fudo has, yeah,
Nemo,
yeah. Nemo has
all-
not
all
made it,
guys,
yeah.
Everyone's there. And if we look at the schedule real quick as well, there you go, just to rehash
Fudo
your memories.
en
Japan on
Gachikun.
January 6th. A week later will be US Canada East, which will be another juicy CPT. And a week after that, as if you didn't have, you know,
Fudo
sensational
en
weekends already in
Gachikun.
Street Fighter action. US and Canada Midwest will be happening there. Don't forget.
No. No puede ser. Japan is January 6. A ver. Joder, se ha trabado.
But I kind of broke that rule this year, so
That's right. After this break, we're going to have the Chipotle Unwrapped segment. Personally, okay, look, the matches are clearly my favorite segment, but my stomach's favorite segment is going to be the Chipotle Unwrapped after this, where we talk to you about, you know...
Sky traveled a long way.
Because Christmas.
Yes. Okay, you know what? The faster we get to break, the faster we come back, that we can eat chips. So, you know what? Don't go anywhere. We're going to discuss as much as we can about this top 16 right after this break. And
Ok.
the Chipotle Unwrapped segment.
Pues con esto hemos terminado la transmisión del CPT, bueno, del top 16 del CPT UK&Ireland. Ahí vieron ya quiénes van a quedar los clasificados por el lado de Winners y de Losers. De Winners tenemos a Rainpro, Mystic Smash, Broski y Lexx en Winners. En Losers tenemos a Ending Walker, Shakz, Pingutaro y Musclenoob. O sea que tenemos dos Guiles, un Ken, un DJ, una Kim. Bueno, podrían ser dos Guiles y dos DJs, porque Mystic y Walker usan DJ también. Así si tuviera que elegir así serían dos Guiles, dos DJs, un Ken, un JP, una Kim. A ver, dos Guiles, dos DJs, un Luke, un Ken, un JP. Acá es 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. ¿Y quién me falta? A ver, dos Guiles, dos DJs, ahí van 4. Una Aki, ahora sí, una Aki. Un Ken. Un Ken. Un Luke, 7. Y un JP, 8. Así ha quedado confirmado el top 8 para el CPT de... El top 8 de UK&Ireland, a.k.a. el último CPT del 2023, ya que Japan, US Canada East y US Canada Midwest van a ser en enero 2024, ya que la Capcom Cup es el 21 de febrero y posiblemente el LCQ va a ser la semana antes de la Capcom Cup, o sea, en la semana del 14, de entre el 7 y el 14. Pero posiblemente va a ser un domingo, o sea, va a ser posiblemente el 19 de febrero. 19, 20, 21, 19, 20 y 21 es el LCQ y el 21 empieza la Capcom Cup. Y posiblemente el 26 sería la Street Fighter League World Finals, o sea, entre el mejor equipo que gane de la Street Fighter League Japan, el que gane de la Street Fighter League USA y el que gane de la Street Fighter League Europa. Pero en fin, gente, gracias a todos los que se pasaron por el directo de hoy, tanto los que estuvieron en YouTube como en Twitch, y ahora nos veríamos mañana domingo con la conclusión de este último CPT del 2023 y última región de Europa. Pero bueno, gente, un saludito a todos, que obviamente después arreglaré el título de abajo en la descripción y pondré el resto de los matches y personajes usados. Y poco más que decir, gente, un saludito a todos y hasta la siguiente parte.